Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Monday. You're very welcome to the start of another week. And this, friends, our final Monday night adventure of Flight Sim 2020. Ah, jeez. Right. It's all changing from here on in. Everything changes, yet everything stays the same. I hope you're all keeping very well. Hope you had a great weekend. And I was flat out. Mrs. Two-Tone and Two-Tone Jr. have returned from their travels from London. They brought me back a whole load of Toblerone. Ah, brilliant. And a bottle of Hugo Boss. Right. So I'm all kind of geared up, ready to go. But what we have for ourselves tonight, friends, in our sim, well, I'm not reading this at all now, right? As the sun sets on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, so too does our Monday Night Adventure series as we reach its grand finale. Tonight, we embark on a journey to the island of Rhodes, the storied site of the Colossus of Rhodes, as we celebrate the end of an era with a spectacular Greek island hopping adventure. Right, we're going Greek island hopping. I mean, where would you get it? On a Monday night, no less, right? So the Colossus of Rhodes, once towering over the bustling harbour of a place I can't pronounce, but we'll give it a shot. It's Mandrákion. The Colossus of Rhodes was a tribute to triumph and resilience. Crafted by Chares of Lindos, the statue was a symbol of unity, victory, commemorating Rhodes' defence against a year-long siege by Demetrius. Standing an awe-inspiring 105 feet, this thing was roughly 2/3 the size of the Statue of Liberty. The bronze giant of the sun god Helios stood proudly over the harbour for 5 decades before succumbing to an earthquake back in the year 226 BC. Though its majesty was lost, the memory of the Colossus remains a beacon of human achievement, ingenuity, and determination. In fact, many kind of colossal statues, if you like, well, they all kind of tip their cap to that of the Colossus. This statue, it was crafted from bronze, iron, and stone, and well, it was an architectural marvel of its time. This one we have in the sim has been recreated by the Grand Master himself, Demetrius 2001. So it's going to be interesting, right? Brilliant. Our route tonight will begin here in Greece, in a place called Santorini, Lima Golf Sierra Romeo, beautiful buildings and volcanic cliffs, and we're overlooking the Aegean. From there, we're going to ramble over to a place called Naxos, Lima Golf November X-Ray, the jewel of the Cyclades, before heading to the jet-set destination of Mykonos. I think it's Mykonos. Lima Golf Mike Kilo. That's only gorgeous. Next up, we're going to head over to a place called Icaria, a serene island known for the myths and legends, I'll have you know, Lima Golf India Kilo. Then we'll do a very brief stop at a place called Kos, Lima Golf Kilo Oscar. And that's going to take us up closer to Rhodes itself, as we're going to fly over some GPS coordinates. The actual location of the Colossus, well, it's up for debate. So we'll see how we get on with that. And finally, we're going to head down to Rhodes International Airport, Lima Golf Romeo Papa, for the finale. And we need to fly under your man's legs. You know, I mean, but that's how we roll, right? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. The Colossus, It inspired so many things. I mean, I suppose the closest thing we have to it today would be, you know, the Statue of Liberty, right? You know, mainly by bronze. And, you know, when we look at other statues, I mean, you have Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. There's loads of different ones. But the Colossus, it was pretty big. I mean, it was a huge structure. It was the largest kind of statue at the time. And, well, the Greeks back then, Colossus to them didn't necessarily be the name for all things big. Colossus was kind of their words for like a statue. And there's a bit of learning in this one tonight. It's fierce interesting. Do you know how they kind of built all this kind of stuff? And as we see the Colossus now, or at least, you know, you often see it in pictures, you know, each leg kind of straddles the harbour. Highly unlikely it was actually like that. It was lost in an earthquake. Then over a couple of centuries, bits and pieces were taken away. Then the island itself, loads of history, loads of turbulent history. Where they reckon all the materials were taken off, you know, melted down or sold. But we do have some references there. I think Pliny gave us stuff and Strabo gave us stuff that we can listen into it as well. The aircraft, our chariot for tonight's flight, is none other than Hangar Studio 713, their Super Decathlon. And we're going to take this one for an old jaunt. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be brilliant crack, do you know? But anyway, who's here, look? Who's rambled in on this Monday, November 11th. It's the 11th of the 11th. It's also Veterans Day, I believe, in the United States of America. So a big shout out to all our American viewers and a very happy Veterans Day. And a very important day, no doubt, in the American calendar. So thinking of everyone on today. And you're right, into the chat we shall go and say hello to some people. This will only take about 4 minutes now, right? You ready? Right. This time next week, it's the eve of flights in 2024. Oh, do you know what? Oh, Jay. I have in my hand a special announcement. I got a notification from the Electricity Supply Board. Right? I kid you not. Notice of electricity supply interruption. We regret, in order to carry out urgent work in your area, it will be necessary to interrupt your supply of electricity on the dates and times shown below. Oh, bother, I said. It's dated for Tuesday, the 19th of November, between 0900 and 1700. You couldn't make this up! What? They're going to turn off me now, before I said even more bother, I do believe that the sim is due to release at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I can't remember. They usually release it at 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm looking at all the countdown timers and they all look at 4 or 5 o'clock. Ah, Jesus, they cut off me power. I didn't have the power, Captain. Literally, they're going to turn off me electricity. But hopefully it turns back on. And there's no, side effects or kind of mad things happening. Do you know what I mean? Bother was the word I used. Well, it wasn't.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Right? Bother. We'll just use the words bother. That'll do. Wasn't it, Jesus? But anyway, that's my news today. Squawk Talk is here. 41 months, man. Thank you very much indeed. Black Eyes Gabe. We have a Black Eyes Gabe. He says, happy Monday all. After much soul searching and a great gnawing of teeth, plus being peed off with the way 2020 has been acting up, I have decided to upgrade to 2024. Unfortunately, it also involves sleeping with my bank manager. His wife was none too pleased. Jesus, Gabe, huh? Well, listen, you'll have the sim now, right? Still not clean. Airwolf, welcome aboard. Vacuum is in the house. Super Typhon is here. Have you admitted that Crocs are an eyesore? Listen, there are people out there making allegations about me.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus. And I just like to say to them now, I know who the alligators are. So seemingly me, but it wasn't me, it was AI me. AI Murph said things about Crocs. I need to get on to saying intentions and say, lads, you need to do something that you need to do something. I would never say that. Do you know? Wasn't it, Jesus? Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce and wolfy. Who else is here? Toto, welcome in. The Forgetful Larry is here. How are you, Larry? Hope you're well. Lead Ballooner, good evening. Viper Strike is in the house. Little Trader is here. Tarnish Mossman, welcome. Ranbog Mord is in the house. Welcome aboard, man. You're looking well. Shunty McShuntface, happy Monday. Hope you're well. Vince C is here. Dougal McTavish the Chairman has rambled in. Good to see you, Dougal. Hope you're well. PH Roy is here. Very happy Monday to you. Bell Bro is in the house. He says, how are you, Murph and chat? Hope you're all doing well. And you, my guy, and you. Night Zep is here. Happy Monday. Cy120. Good to see you, man. Willow, how much? Hope you all had a great weekend. And you, my man. Assidious is here. Quaggy UK. Gaseous Maximus. Great to see everybody. Eamon 1973. Retriever Neil says, good evening, one and all. Happy Monday. And just over a week to Flight Sim 2024. It's bananas. 8 days, Quaggy. Flyer 10, good to see you. This is going to be colossal. I see what you did there. Jump Crash. Spitfire Oriev 100 is here in the chat. Good to see you, man. Mr. Skoo is here. 8 days before all our prayers are answered. Really, we'll see. Martel, welcome in. Leaping Sumo, happy Monday.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus is right. Fryer10 says, damn it, Colossal, I can't spell. Listen, I can't pronounce it. Totally fine. But yes, Eagle Castella is here. Welcome aboard. Englewood Online, happy Monday. Onboard Simulations, welcome in. CP65, hello. APU Inspector, 1 day closer to the weekend. Indeed, that's the spirit. Oh, God. This is going to be a week. Now, will it be a fast week or is it going to drag? Do you know, is it just going to, come on, will you? And then we have next week. And then the crack will really be there. Why can't, yes, good to see you. Evening all. Wanaka add-on is breathtaking. Can't wait to see it in 2024 with all that's live weather thanks to Or thanks for the push to get it. Nice, yeah. NZA, they make incredible scenery. 98 Vulcan made it to 5. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you, man. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH, me hand. AJH, John, you're looking well. Right, 98 Vulcan, hope you're well. Purple Kona is here. A short 12-hour flight. Ali, oh yeah, Alison completed her series this last Saturday. 12 full hours. What? Crazy stuff. But yes, Old Veteran 965 is here in the chat. Happy Monday, Scott. Flying Trit says, how are you, Murph, in chat? 8 days to go. Right? Muse Fan is in the house. He says, Asher Jesus, how he is. He is mad jokes. He is. That loosely translates to, good evening, one and all. Great to see you. You're looking terribly awfully well. Right, brilliant. Right, Krabby One, hello, good to see you. Sir Campsalot, my dude from Angoshalon Nua, you're very welcome in. Daddy Plump is here. Evening all, hope you're well. Did you see the release trailer for 24 yet? No, me neither. Should we expect one now-ish? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to put out another trailer. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Mugga T is here. Good to see you. Joey Ballo, baby. Welcome aboard. Lunchtime lurk here. Have a great stream. Joey, great to see you, man. And regards to the Bolo family. Hope all is well. Any chance of a flight plan? Did I not put one in? Hang on. I have buttons at my disposal. Jesus, where did I put it? I forgot it again. Oh, I did. Hang on. And I put in a second one because I made a mistake. Where am I going? Over there. Right. It's grand. I nearly ran over me toes. Jesus. It's grand, right? Totally fine. Right. The gadget's ready now. Nice. It's fine. Energizer, good evening. We're nearly there now. It's so close. Right. Chalks is in the house. AJH. Quasar Core is here. Resin. Not an island of roads. Oh, wait. An island of roads. I see what you did there. Roydens, I think they're pronounced. Roydens, right? Wombat49 is here. He says, greetings all. Happy Mondays from the land of California dreaming. It's good to see you, Wombat. Hope you're well, man. Doc Blues is here. Welcome aboard. Nighthawk is in the house. Happy Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The man, myth, and legend himself has arrived into the building. Jefferson 2001. And he says, good evening, Murph and Fireflies. I can't believe we're already on the last of the 7 ancient wonders. Time flies. Lads, we all have Jefferson 2001 to thank for masterfully crafting all the scenery for us. He's done an incredible job, and it's for free as well. Jefferson, you absolute legend. Thank you very, very much. Great to see you, man. Right over here, look. We're on 2 different servers at the same time. Oh, wait, balls. Hang on. Jump back to Southeast Asia, will you? Southeast Asian lads, that's where we're hanging out. Southeast Asia, that's where we play. Right, now we're over here, look. Buttons, Murph, you can do it. Soaring AJH, hope all is well. Luddy Slack is here as well, good to see you. Tima, welcome aboard. Someone set the timer. What are you talking about? It's very fast. It's Remembrance Day. Oh wait, it's Veterans Day for Canada. Remembrance Day in Canada. Aha, Remembrance Day. Well, my warmest regards to you on this day. Right, now, my money's on a Gibbo prank. What? That would never happen. Now, let me see. Lenny Bobbins is here. Good to see you. Jesus. Buttons. What's happening? That's all. What did I do? Oh, the power. Yeah, Jesus. I'm only there, look. Yeah, the B-Stars. I like that. Keane Lafford is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you, Keane. You may go to work. No, it's not from Gibbo. It's legit. It's from the ESB. Finger Games, good to see you. Whiffy is here. We receive all updates at 0400 UTC. I don't know. Buy a generator. Strongly considering it. Normally only an outage until 4 p.m. Murph. Settle your tent. Okay. The tent is settled. Jesus, though. It says 5 o'clock, though. No one might look. You do realise it has the name Murphy over my head. It's like a friggin' Halo. Murphy. It attracts misunderstanding and bad news. Always did, always will. Sergeant Beast is here, good to see you. SK Sun, welcome in. Oh Bolo Bother. Wait, Oh Bolo Bother. That could have worked as well, Keane, yes. We should never use Joey's name in vain. Dougal says, we all heard you say it, Murph. Lies, utter lies. Murph, we're all not here because we're not all there. Gotcha, 100%.
Jesus.
Zybok Doc in the house. Hello from Tipperary. He's calling it from Denmark. Hermit Something is here. Afternoon from the Americas. Hello from the Irelands. Right, great to see you. Right over here, look, Lazy Davy. Good afternoon, Murph. Did you forget to pay your utility bill? They're doing works in the area. Do you know? Imagine coming home to that today. I was like, oh, here's a notification. And then I saw the date. After I picked myself back up from the floor, it said up until 5 o'clock. So, sure, listen. Let's see what happens. How are these captions so spot on? Monkey UK wants to know. Years of training. I mean, years of training. Brilliant. No power, no stream on release day. It'll be grand. We will be there. We will be there. If it means I have to get into the Skoda and drive out the road, it'll be grand. Wait, why would I drive out the road? Just get into the Skoda. We'll be fine. Right, Echo Charlie, good to see you. Let me see. We're catching up. Idle Cutoff, happy Monday. Ascari Wolf is here. Old Man Goat Hair. Hey, everyone, finally got a new machine. An i7 with a 4060 with 64 gigs of rather RAM. Bring on Flight Sim 24. Nice. I bet they will. What's this now? I bet they will throw a release trailer. I don't know. Like the 40th? I don't know. Haven't been on Discord for a while. Any details of new streaming content? Quaggy, much the same, man. Pretty much the same. Every day for the first week, and then back to our normal schedule. Right. Thank you, Muse. I saw that. Right, now. The route is getting there. Yes, good man, Tarnish. Crafty Tigers, good afternoon. One Fly Air is in the house. You're looking well. Simon V. Good evening from Swansea. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well, man. You just said a Star Wars race. Rodians are what Greedo was. The bounty hunter is in A New Hope. Star Wars? Don't. Rubbish. Live long and prosper. Star Wars, though. Jesus. I see that Murphy is behind the programme once again. What else has he forgotten to update? Many things. Kozaki Fryer is here, having survived a segment of the Pan Am route. It is boring to stream. Oh dear. Bossman is here. He's hungry. Resin says, did anyone know if
look at this big eaters.
He says, does anyone know if the wonderful Seven Wonders scenery and other stuff will work in 2024 out of the box? We would have to ask Jeppison. Jeppison, does this work in Flight Sim 24? I mean, I couldn't tell you. I hope it does. I have a 5.5 kilowatt generator, but you'd have to pick it up, says Tarnish. Oh, Jesus. Tarnish, you're over in Liverpool, aren't you? Run the PC off the Skoda with an inverter. Should work, shouldn't it? Years of training on Mercy's behalf to speak proper English. Indeed. Dougal says Armistice Day seems to have been forgotten by many today. Very sad. Is today Armistice Day as well? I'm brutal now with dates, lads. Is today Armistice Day as well? Hang on. Why didn't I do a search? On this day, friends. On this day. Hang on a second. We'll get all the stuff here now. So on this day, there's a bit of stuff going on. In 1620, the Mayflower Compact is signed by pilgrims at Cape Cod, establishing the first framework of government in the territory that is now the USA. What else do we have now? World War I. Armistice was signed by the Allies and Germany. It came into effect with hostilities ending at 11 a.m. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Armistice Day. How did I forget that? Wow. What a day today is. Armistice Day. And then a whole load of stuff happened in like the mid-30s with you-know-who on this date as well. It's a very important date, this. Because, well, Armistice Day was like, they had all these big rallies and kind of, mad, right? What else do we have? The Church of England, or hang on. In 1992, the Church of England approves the ordination of female priests. They are now, lads. Australian Prime Minister Gough Whitlam is removed from office. Jesus. What else happened? On this day, famous birthdays. Henry IV. Who else? Oh, Victor Emmanuel III. Isn't that who they made? Isn't that the oak in Rome they built? George Patton's birthday today. They are now. Celebrities. Who've we got? Stanley Tucci, Demi Moore. Look, Leonardo DiCaprio as well. All their birthdays today. That's kind of mad, isn't it? Jesus. Ned Kelly died today. Back in 1880. Wasn't he the mad Wild West fella? Ned Kelly. Wasn't he? That's mad. Armistice Day completely overshot. Jesus, lads. Dougal, thanks for reminding me though. Right? Right, where was I? Was over here. Look, the slick one is in. Good to see you. Ascari Wolf, I posted in music about made a Instagram story. Very good, Ascari. Very good. Loving the Avro RJ. It's pretty cool, isn't it? You don't like Star Wars and no power on release day. Unsubscribe. It's totally fine. Armistice Day here in the UK. Yeah. Remembrance Day. Jesus. The Seven Wonders scenery does seem to be mostly compatible with 2024. Oh, nice. Where's this now? Corn Wolf, good to see it. Keen Laffer says, on this day in 1969, a man called Rob was born and he likes to read whatever's put in front of him. I have just been keened, but not for the same reasons. So, hang on. Turn that devil up now. I wasn't born in 1969, Keen, right? Jesus, I was born in the 80s, right in the slap bam middle of it. Yes, friends, I'm a child of the 80s. I mean, it explains an awful lot, do you know? Cornwolf says, nice images on screen behind. Which nutter had them ideas? They're all photoshopped, fake, nothing, totally fake. Right, now, we're over here, look. The Wild West of Australia. Ned Kelly, I've heard about him. Yeah. Played by Mick Jagger in a movie? What?
Jesus.
That's crazy news. Right, quick, over to YouTube and say hello to all our YouTubians. Welcome in, lads. Uniform Goose. Welcome in, Goose. Spiner is here. Icarus, Dave Dugdale. Hank is in the house. Good to see you, guys. Let me see. Dave Cleary. Welcome aboard, David. Anyone up for a sweepstake? 40... No, what are you talking... Minutes is all it takes to... Scott is over there as well. Recce Pilot, welcome in. Mrs. TPHI 17, welcome aboard. Who else is here? Look, Cammy Niner, welcome in. George is in the house. TPHI 17, welcome. Williams Aviation, happy Monday. Nightmare 99, very good evening to you. Maddie Lynn is here. The Limbics, he says, doing the work, lurk. It's the final countdown to a week off and loads of flyage. Exciting times, man. Morris Hickey, Hacky, Wackamo is here. Good to see you, Wackamo. Johnny Shue, welcome in. Sparky's fan, hello, Sparky. Belgium in the house. Belgium calling. Welcome aboard. DeRuiter is here. What about a generator for the 19th? Do you know someone with a generator? I mean, Christopher Arnold, good evening. Andrew Cully, welcome in. Gabe, hit the like it button. It helps Murph buy Crocs. It does. Bartman is here, good to see you. Daniel Meyer is here. Coke 276. Murph, I am AKL Celtic Aviator from South Kilkenny, Waterford. Are you near the Mullinahone neck of the... I know Mullinahone. Well, I knew Mullinahone Co-op. That's down that neck of the woods, isn't it? Right on the border now. Do you know? Sky Camry, welcome in. And Bunk Foss. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Right, we're getting there. Yeah, photoshopped. He put more hair on the back of his head than he actually has there. Ah, Jesus, Scott. I was born in 65, but act like I was born in 85. Right, do you know? Drumma is here, good to see you. We have a generator, but it won't get there in time. 1985, lad. Yeah, 1985. Yeah, no, I reckon we'd be all right. Power, they say the power is off between 9 and 5, so I'm hoping at around 4. The ESB tends not to work terribly late if they can avoid it. So let's fingers crossed, lads. Fingers crossed, and it all goes terribly well. Right, now it's time to one of these, look. Lights off. Now it's really not working. Where's the 10 to 1 position? Nothing. Wait now. Oh no, shh. That's proper. Nothing! Well, I need to fix that. It's supposed to make this beautiful sound, but it's not doing it anymore. Well, bother. Anyway, let's move over here. And me audio clipped, but it's grand. All is well in the realm. And today, friends, we're going to go flying. This is our chariot. Where's my button? This is our chariot. It is that of the Super Decathlon. And this is from Hangar Studio 713. This is an amazing general aviation aircraft, aerobatic training, the whole shebang. Right, and it's very, very nice. So, where's this now?
Dougal, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Normally, the ESB lads drink tea all day and work when someone wants 3-phase for a massive PC or something. Right, do you know? Mrs. Teuton said the same, though. She's like, Murph, don't worry about it. They probably won't even call out. Do you know what I mean? If you get a generator, be sure to use a surge protector. Yes, indeed. Me to Murph, big year for us next year. What's next year? Oh yeah, Jesus, it is, Cornwolf. We're hitting that age. We're hitting the age of the point of no return. Right? There's no returning. Once you hit 40, there's no turning back. But anyway, Hangar Studios 713, the flight manual that they've created with this aircraft, which It lives in the documents folder of said aircraft. And the American champion Super Decathlon 8K cab. All right. And Hangar Studios, you're probably familiar with them. They made the Navion, the twin Navion, and so on. This is a beautiful aircraft. A true aerobatic legend, the Super Decathlon is renowned for its robust design, exceptional aerobatic capabilities, making it a go-to aircraft for aerobatics training in the real world. Has a powerful Lycoming AEIO 360 engine. It also has a very lightweight frame. Built to withstand high G maneuvers while providing superior control in all flight attitudes. The Super Decathlon for the sim is faithfully replicating these characteristics, offering a virtual flight experience that models or mirrors the real aircraft. And there's a whole load of features, right? Lots and lots. They've done a great job here. They've put in all the details, checklists, and just basically explaining how things work. Pretty handy, in particular when it comes to the aerodynamics and also some of the the aerobatics that you can do in this aircraft. So great stuff there. So we've a checklist extraordinaire, and we'll bring that screen over here, and then we're going to go over to here, and I just want to briefly show you the route. Hello, Navigraph. Right, this is mad looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're hitting 6 islands this evening, my friends. Care 85 is an 85 man himself. July next year, a big one. Hope to run the Great North Run. Jesus, brilliant, brilliant. Was I in the doghouse after Friday's stream? Not at all. The body warranty is up, right? Yeah, nuts. So this is going to be fun. It's a nice flight. Let me see. First leg 40, 60, 120 or 130, 260, 320. Yeah, we better get going, lads. There's a lot of mileage in this. I wonder how long this will take. Right, so this is the aircraft we're in. We've gone with the Dirty Bird. It's actually called a Dirty Bird livery. And it's filthy in places, but I kind of like that in the plane. You know what I mean? What's a plane like you doing in a... Oh, wait, what's a joint like you doing in a plane like this? I do like the general aesthetics here. They're done very, very well. And it's such a nice little general aviation airplane to fly. It's pretty cool, right? Joined the army in 1985. Jesus. So this is our machine. And, well, we have a couple of things already on. We see that our tie downs and chocks and all that jazz are there as well. So we hop inside. We're going to close the door. There you go. Clicking this little fella here, we can remove the tie downs. Thanks very much. I don't know what harness swap is. Harness? Oh, look at that. You can put them on or... Oh, okay. Right, all right. Right, with the aircraft, we're donning the GTN 650 over here in the corner, and we're using, I think it's a G1000, or it could be the G3X, not quite sure. We'll go ahead and turn on the battery. We have power. Turn off the fuel pump for the moment. Nav lights, put them on. Ignition systems. We'll worry about that now in a second. Let me see. Fuel pump and starter. So ignition on. Fuel pump. Let's make sure our mixture is working, which it is. Prop can go to full. Yes. Fuel tanks. If I was a fuel tank now, where would I live? Oh, look at the lovely red light. So we got half fuel in each. So let's increase these a little bit. Give ourselves about 90% fuel, right? 18 gallons in each. 36 gallons of fuel. That's mad, isn't it? Right, so let's hit the B key and the D key. Make sure all that's done. And we'll go for a start. So we shall say clear prop. And let's see what happens. It's alive, friends. It's alive. So let me see. We shall turn off the fuel pump. Avionics master switch comes on. That's going to power up all our stuff here. And we'll zoom in here. We'll go ahead and get... We strobe lights. Landing strobes. I like that. Landing lights. Turn all those on. All the circuit breakers are modelled here as well. Super handy, right? Hey, Cutlass Ahoy! Thank you very much indeed. 15 months, my dude. Thank you very, very much. Hope you're well. Right, let's continue this screen. And that's all looking grand. Let's go to our flight plan over here. That's reading everything. Thank you. Into the map. Now, I want to change the fields. I'm not too worried about the track. I want to put in an ETE. So let me see. Change fields, this one. And let's do ETE of destination. Estimated time to destination. Okay, once we get moving, it should pop up on the screen then. All right. So what else do we have? We have our accelerometer. your G meter effectively. We have another backup HS or artificial horizon, brake pedals, air vents, prop, throttle, mixture, throttle open. What's that one do? Oh, that's brakes as well. Nice little machine, isn't it? Do not open above. Oh, look, there's a little window. Ah, brilliant. Right, we'll leave that open as we taxi. The exterior sounds. I love that you get the airflow. Don't you love when they do that? Pretty cool, right? Super Ty says, I know it's not Wednesday yet, but Innie Bills are doing an L1011. Yeah, they're doing a Trijet. Or what's it called? The TriStar. No details yet. I just saw the same picture, but I think it's a 2025 aircraft. Hangar Studios is here. Love your work, man. This is a beauty of a plane. A beautiful plane. Right, so where are we? We're on the ground. Now, weather, lads, it's not live weather. I've gone with a few clouds. Time of day, 0742 in the morning. And we'll turn on some multiplayer here now as well. So if just a few clouds, 0742, and we'll go ahead and play with that. So let me see. We're going to taxi on out here. We don't need all the runway, so I'm going to use runway 15 for departure. So that's straight ahead and to the left. So a bit of power coming in. Tow brakes are working, and we'll just start taxiing our way in. Yes, it's possible crashes will happen. I flew on a Freddie Laker TriStar. Freddie Laker TriStar. Nice. Iowa Scotsman is here. Good to see you, man. You're looking well. Geronimo, yeah, he's having great crack up there. So, right, let us taxi on out. Many aircraft. Let's hope the performance works a little bit better tonight, friends. As we taxi along. I'm sure I had a remote-controlled model of this plane when I was 10. You crashed it. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is a great little airplane. It's so maneuverable as well. Do we have an autopilot? We do have an autopilot. Brilliant news. Flight director, excellent choice. Also, our course deviation set is GPS. That's okay. So, oh, look at that Kodiak. Man, I haven't flown the Kodiak in so long. So we continue on our taxi here. You gotta love the machine, right? Beautiful. Oh, that's your speed. Isn't it pretty? Sunjammer, I flew on a BA Tour TriStar, first plane to have auto land. What? Yeah, I'm looking forward to a TriStar. Really looking forward to the TriStar. Now, we're on my volumes where they need to be. Headphone simulation. Because I recorded a VR vid the other night. Yeah, we're okay. There's Toto over there, look. Who said 2044? They were bang on the money there. Jesus. TriStar was so advanced back then it almost bankrupted Lockheed themselves. Really? Fascinating. Right. Get ourselves ready for departure. Isn't this a pretty little airplane? I'm expecting we should do about 120-ish knots. Maybe 130 if we're lucky. We'll do an intersection departure. And get ourselves turned here. All our lights are on. Altitude mode. We'll go VF4. Deal Wolf Strike. Murph's way is we all learn, but first we need to get airborne. Indeed. Nelly is here. Good to see you. Podge, welcome aboard. Podge, I didn't hear anything else from them, and like, it's not for the want of trying. I've been fairly annoying them. You know what I mean? David Cleary, do the lotto tonight or tomorrow, David. You're almost 100%. 100 knots, I say, first gear, right? In which forum do I contact Murph to obtain a password? Procedures to log into JoinFS. Discord, 98 Vulcan. Jesus, look at the amount of planes. Right, friends, are we ready? Close the window. Thank you. Right, get ourselves situated here now for what can only will be a dangerous flight. Are we ready? Won't use flaps, don't need them. Power coming in. Let's go flying. Oh, Jesus. Easy now, Jemima. There we go. Give the nose down. Air 60. We're flying. Up the Jivellian. Pause the rate of climb. No gears to worry about. A fixed landing gear. Oh, Jesus, who was that? Your mama? Go fierce, Handy Willie, you're in terrible trouble. Wait, is he dead? Your mama's dead! Jesus, think of it. Right. Look at this. This is the scenery. Look, already. We haven't even started yet. Look at the cut. Okay, 100 knots. We're going to need a lot more speed than this now, Betsy. 4 p.m. back to Smidgen. Dr. Sisu was here for 35 friggin' months. Some say the Colossus of Rhodes broke at the knees. Some also say one look at that saucy minx Murphy makes everyone weak in the knees. Coincidence? Clearly Murphy is the reason we can't have nice things. Dr. Sisu, thank you very much indeed. Great to see you, man. David Cleary, I'm telescopic. Wow, look at the... Jesus, look at the scenery already. This is gorgeous. Right, I'm hoping for about 130 knots. Let's see what we can do. We're just going to do a lazy turn here south, and then we're just going to turn a full 180. But check out the scenery. Right, friends, while we're doing this, well, if you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here for the sheer crack of it, because it's Monday and the last Monday night adventure in Flight Sim 2020, Jesus, well, you press number 3. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2000 Zulu time, right here. All right. Man, this thing, it's so friggin' maneuverable. Look at those snap rolls. It was just like, what? No problem at all. Right, so as we're kind of heading back, Jesus, we're heading back towards the magenta line. Let us head this direction. Yes. And what we're going to do with our autopilot, we're going to say, right, autopilot, nav mode. Altitude, we'll select 3.5, that'll do us. Autopilot on. Let me see here now. Heading mode. Sync. Let's go heading mode. And we'll arm nav mode. So we'll spin around here to the right. And get ourselves on track to that magenta line. Keep turning right. Speed is looking good. 137. That's marvellous news. Okay, so right turn coming in. That'll bring us onto that magenta line. 3,500 feet, lads, is going to be more than enough as we ramble on now to the next island. Greek island hopping. I mean, where would you get it? Do you know? Santorini is indeed beautiful. The most epic sunset in the world. Jesus. 31 on the PC, 3 on console. Nice. Dangerous Brian is here. Ah, Brian, good to see you, man. You're looking well. Haven't seen you in ages. Byron is here. Good to see you, Byron. Wolfman, thank you for the subscribe. Right, there's a bit of wind that we can hear, but so far, I mean, this thing is just cruising nicely, isn't it? Jump into the back seat here for a minute. Oh, Jesus. Now here we are. Oh, yes. Nothing to worry about here, friends. Let's just save that as a view. Alright. 3,500 feet. And everything seems fine. 137 knots. We'll take every bit of this, lads. Now it says an hour plus. It says an hour to our destination. So, like, I mean, really? Let's go with it. What I love about this aircraft, by the way, lads, this gives you access to the PMS-50 avionics suite inside of the Xbox. That's huge. Huge. So yeah, pretty awesome. So distance bearing, you gotta love all this, right? Super handy. And I'm sure we can, hang on now, we can do more here. Menu. Look at all the stuff we have here, right? Let me see, setup. Data bar, what have we got in here? Ooh, comm radio's normal, radio volume show. Look at all the options. There's options for the options. You gotta love it, right? External GPS, right? Inset windows. Map. Bearing pointers. Can we get the weather show up on this? No? Bearing pointers. No. Minimums. Flight controls. So your autopilot can be controlled in here. That's nice. Go back. Menu. Transponder. Sim brief. Yeah, that's so handy, isn't it? I'd love to see more functionality turned on with these things, but it's so far great to see. Great to see. Platy trying flying. Ahoy! Good to see you, man. How are you already in the air after less than an hour? Science! It was science. Now, how's the engine behaving? Manifold pressure's okay. RPM is okay. Gallons per hour is a little bit high. Temps and pressures are all in the green. Cylinder head temperature all in the green. Yeah, we're fine. 3,500 feet. We're absolutely fine. So, are we actually following nav mode? No, we're still on heading mode. Why didn't nav go? Nav engage. Interesting. Get ourselves onto that magenta line. So GPS mode is there, but heading or course. So I'm going to wait for the green to trigger on GPS. Then we know we're laughing, yeah? So it is armed. We will be intercepting it. Surely. Okay, let's see what happens. That should trigger now shortly. Audio panel, no, that's all fine. Direct 2, that's all fine. Yeah, no, we seem to be going okay. I'm just surprised she hasn't captured it, that's all. Does it need a bit more persuasion?
Yeah. We're going the wrong way.
It's totally fine, Martel. It's grand. Don't panic! I'll panic. You don't. Let's see if this captures, though. We're on GPS mode. Internal, external. Wait now, do I have to be on that maybe? No, it's got to be external, right? Any ideas? I changed over from Wi-Fi to LAN recently. What a difference. Oh, yeah. So it's amazing what your internet connection can do to the sim. It's actually very, very good. Now, I'm a little bit kind of... Why isn't this triggering GPS
We've done
mode?
studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
For a full deflection, get closer? We're not really. I mean, look, we're not really. We're pretty much bang on. Huh, this is interesting. You see the line here. How can I change the course? That's heading. How does one change the course? I've got a new fandangled Apple Watch. It keeps rattling me arm to stand up. Jesus. Rafa, thank you very much indeed. 4 months, man. Thank you very much. Let me see. I've come to the realization I might have had my last flight at Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 already. I'm not flying this week, then I'm on holidays for 10 days. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 install, all going to plan, lots of Helios. Strange 4 years it has given us. Absolutely. Check the legs page. That's
a big 10-4, good buddy.
Hang on, our first stop of the night should be Lima Golf November X-ray. Activate. Yes. Aha! That did the trick. Good man, Rambog. You're back in the wheel. Brilliant. Okay, so I wasn't actually picking the right route. That's okay. We're sorted now. Great news altogether. Country Flyer, 30 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. What kind of aircraft is it, Rafa? This is the Super Decathlon. And it's only beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at all the planes in this, look. It's a little stunner of a plane. Hangar Studios have done an exceptional job. Even the carbon fiber. Now you can get the older variant, the steam gauge stuff. But yeah, man, I really like this plane. Beautiful details in it. Okay, cruising on. First stop is very soon. It's only up the road. An hour and 34 total flight. Alright, well, we're okay, lads. Time-wise, we're alright. Yes. Let's continue on. 3,500 feet, 137 knots indicated. We're doing great. We're doing great. Let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. And let me see. So we're going to be stopping at our first one, Naxos. Naxos. That's the first stop of the night. Now, where's this now? Let's have a quick look. So, our first stop. Naxos is the largest island in the Cyclades, known for its fertile lands, ancient temples. In mythology, Naxos was the island where Theseus abandoned. Is it Arabian? After defeating the Minotaur. Jesus. That's where we're headed to. Greek mythology, lads. It's all happening now. So, we'll talk briefly. The Colossus of Rhodes. Right? Let us go back to the sun-drenched shores of the, Aegean Sea, where the ancient island of Rhodes stood as a beacon of beauty and civilization. Known to historians as the Calliston, the finest of Greek cities, Rhodes was a flourishing hub of philosophy, commerce, and art. It was adorned with marketplaces, conservatories, and statues that whispered the tales of gods and heroes to anyone who would listen. Among these was one monument that towered above them all, a testament to defiance and freedom, the Colossus of Rhodes. In the late 4th century BC, Rhodes was a jewel of the Hellenistic world. Allied with Ptolemy I of Egypt, together they stood as the bulwark against the Monophlatimus, a formidable ruler of the Macedonian Empire, and Antigonus, he was called. In 305 BC, he sent a son, Demetrius, to lay siege to the city with a formidable army and a navy. For an entire year, Rhodes resisted, holding its walls against the fearsome siege engines and clever tactics of Demetrius. But fate favoured the Rhoidians. Reinforcements from Egypt forced Demetrius to retreat, leaving behind a treasure trove of abandoned siege equipment. And with this victory, the people of Rhodes decided to immortalise their triumph in a matter befitting their courage, a colossal statue of their patron deity, Helios, the sun god who had watched over them through their trials. So, kind of each of the regions back then, they kind of had their own patron, or what's the word? Jesus, don't press that button, Murph. They kind of had their own god, right? As in, no, our one's the best, you know, and for Rhodes, it was that of Helios, the sun god, right? Which is pretty cool. Wake up, Gibbo, right? Which is kind of mad, right? So, like, different islands would have favoured different gods. I mean, you know, remember the Lighthouse of Alexandria, of course, that had, well, it had Zeus, but also had Poseidon. You also had the Temple of Zeus, or the statue of Zeus at Olympus, right? So you had all these things. But here, for Rhodes, their deity that they all kind of went for, their local hero, if you like, was that of the sun god, or the god of the sun, Helios. So they said, look, because we've managed to hold off this siege, well, they decided we're going to build a giant statue, right? And it's interesting because Ptolemy, of course, descended from Ptolemy. He would have been with Alexander the Great during the formation of the whole empire, the Greek Empire. And then after that was all divided up into little places. So Egypt, it was ruled by Ptolemy, and all the way down through the ages, different Ptolemies, Ptolemy the First, Second, and so on. But then all of the other areas in, Asia Minor and just the other territories, well, they would have had their own rulers as well. So for Rhodes, it was fairly important. So there was a massive siege laid onto them, and they managed to hold out. And when the Ptolemy forces arrived, they legged it, meaning that all the siege warfare equipment stayed. So they used that equipment, the wood, bronze, steel, all that stuff. They used all of that, and that was going to help them build this brand new statue, right? That was the background, at least, to it. To Blaze, thank you very much indeed. Bloody hell, 13 months, yes. Southeast Asian server, lads. Southeast Asia. So yeah. The task of bringing this vision to life fell to Chares of Lindos, a sculptor from Rhodes itself, who had studied under the great Lysippus. Chares was no stranger to monumental projects. His design called for a towering statue standing 32 metres, 2/3 the height of the modern Statue of Liberty, and construction began in 292 BC. Using the spoils of war, including melting down the weapons and siege engines, the project took 12 painstaking years to complete. Chares and his team employed an innovative technique, crafting the statue in horizontal sections from the ground up. Each layer was finished, earth was piled around it, burying the completed work so the next level could be cast and assembled. The method ensured stability and allowed them to reach such unprecedented heights. That other character, not Chares, but the dude, he was the understudy of Lysippus. He made a massive statue, slightly about 70 meters tall, or 70 feet tall, before him. So, like, you're dealing with a statue here, 2/3 the height of the Statue of Liberty. Quite big when you think about it, right? And even anyone who's been out to Liberty Island, if you've been to the Statue of Liberty, well, there's a plaque there. And on the plaque it says, New Colossus. New Colossus, right? Flashy Beats, we just started. Kind of like when Murphy finally puts in that new kitchen. Mr. Two-Tone will use the leftover bits to make a statue of him out the front. Yes, she will. But yeah, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Now, friends, activity has befallen us. We're landing at this little runway right in front of us. Our first stop of the night. And you might think, Jesus, we're doing well. We've many more islands to go, right? Now, I'm not looking for just any old kind of a landing. I want the best possible landing you can possibly do in the history of all things ever, as we try to land this aircraft and make it look absolutely bananas. Are we ready? Let's do it. An upside down landing. Huh? Right, so the idea here is simple. Get ridiculously low to the ground without hitting it, and then land. Like, we're about 30 odd feet off the ground. I mean, this is proper dangerous. Oh, Jesus, proper dangerous. Look. Yep, you devil, yep. Roll it. Oh, yes. And in we go for a landing. Totally safe, this, lads. Nothing to worry about at all. This is how all the cool kids do it. Yes. Look at the cut of this. Right, exterior landing for the win. Oh, Jesus. Right, careful now, lads. Careful now.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus, who pressed the lights? Can we... Oh, Jesus. Can we bring the thing in for a gentle landing from the external view? Yes, I think so. No, we can't. Yes, we... Oh, Jesus. Easy. Easy. Touchdown. 124 will... Oh, Jesus. We're still going. 124 will take it. Get down, you devil. Get down, you devil. There you go. 30 knots. Yes. Brilliant. First landing complete. So many beautiful planes. I mean, it could have been a lot worse in fairness. I mean, it could have went terrible ways. But the good news is, Jesus. I can't. No, there's murder, death, kill on the Jesus. Right, we don't need all the runway, but we'll hang here now until everyone else comes in, right? The additional 30 planes that you get with Aviator or Avatar Aviator Edition, do these only work on Microsoft flights in 2020, or are they compatible? They'll work. No, the Aviator Edition, they're all going to be compatible with 2024, Brian. Yes, everything looks terribly well. Looking good there, lads. No one died. Very good. First landing complete. Jesus, that Duke has seen better days. Right. Let us ramble for our next stop. Now here's something we don't do every day, right? Let's all line up beside each other. And the plan here is we're going to go full power, hold the brakes, and then release it. And see, as one continuous group, can we all take off at precisely the same time, right? Who's that mad devil over there, look? Jesus. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? It's totally fine. It's very safe. Oh no, someone broke their plane. A whole load of smoke, look. Jesus. Alright. It's going to be grand. This is going to be hilarious. There is nothing to be afraid of here, lads. This is going to be grand. It's totally fine. Are we trying to break 2020? Yes. It's our last hoorah of 2020, lads. Your mama fell over. Jeez, you're having a bad night of it. Full power brakes on a tail dragger. What could possibly go wrong? Z-Fox? Precisely. Right, lads, how are we looking? Let's embrace single-digit frame rates. Yes, embrace. Okay, power coming in. Easy now. Easy. Wait for it. Full power set, holding the brakes. We haven't lifted off yet. Where are you all going? Come back. There's full power. Off the brakes. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, one man nearly had to stop. Oh, Jesus, how do we... Oh, God, easy. This is like playing Micro Machines. Oh, look at that, we're airborne. Brilliant. Ah, fantastic. Don't stall it now, Murph. Don't stall it. How did that even work? Gibbo, good to see you. What a machine. Well, it worked anyway. We do the silly things, you don't have to. Right. Oh, God, it's the wrong button. Right, get in here now. Easy.
Hello there.
Hello there. Sky Dreamer, good to see you. Right, everything went terribly well. Terribly well. There was nothing to worry about there at all, lads. Anyone who was worried, I mean, you shouldn't have. Right, autopilot. Thank you. And nav mode. GPS. New altitude. Call it 1,000 feet. Altitude select. V-speed. 4,700. Get out of town. Call it, just 1,000 feet will do. Deedly-dee. 1,000 feet. Set. We're going to V-speed this devil up to... V-speed. Right. Okay, we're all set now. Kato, good to see you. Lone Gamer, good to see you, man. Did you know Murph has shares in a prop company? Coincidence? Listen, it's grand. Beautiful sunrise, Greek island hopping. We're in a super decathlon, and it's absolutely lovely. So how are we looking now? An hour 21 total flight time. ETA to our next 10 minutes. 17 nautical miles to ramble out. Murph, you've been proud of me. I had to sit with Junior to help him with his history studies. It was pure torture. Brilliant. In what year did this happen? Response, it's not important. There's click spots there. What did they do? Oh. Interesting. Man, look at all the planes there. It's gorgeous. So 1,000 feet is you kind of just shuttle across. Look at our speed, 145. Brilliant. Great news. Park and brake is the smoke button. Is it? No, not for me. I just hit this one here. Now we will be using that later as we fly under the Colossus of Rhodes. But for the moment, to try and save some FPS, we'll leave it in the off position, right? Oh, look at that M500. So what have we got this week? So on Wednesday, what are we doing on Wednesday? I'm checking out some aircraft, and I'm going to be spending a little bit of time on different settings and kind of software that I use on my PC when it comes to flight simming. As in, you know, how do I delete my shader cache? How do I turn other programs off? How do I update my settings? All that kind of stuff. So we'll have a chat about that on Wednesday. Friday night we have a group flight in Scandinavia. Then we have next week. Next Monday is going to be our last stream of Flight Sim 2020. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the last time I use Flight Sim 2020, but it's our last main stream with it, right? And we're going to be taking the Mooney M20 for a flight. And then on Tuesday, once my electricity is turned on, it's Flight Sim 2024. Straight into it. A full setup guide, start to finish, get everything up and running, and we'll go exploring. Sim Pilot, good to see you. Can I ask you, the Trustmaster Captain's Pack on taxi and takeoff in the Phoenix series, did yours pull to one side and you had to keep the stick twisted to keep it straight? Negative. I don't use that Thrustmaster equipment, Sim Pilot. I use the Virpil stuff. Yeah, sorry about that. Gibbo might be able to help you, though. Gibbo had that equipment for a while. Do you know? I can't believe... What is happening today? Gibbo learned history? Or had to do history? What? What is going on? Who's in charge? Right. 10 miles out to our next stop. This is going to be interesting. Right, quick. Catch up here now with a bit of history. Construction began in 292 BC using the spoils of war. Yeah? The technique. Using internal frameworks with iron bars which provided the skeleton of the structure. And they actually said, you know, one of the siege towers, there was 2 of them left behind by, you know, the bad guys. One of them they melted down, broke up all the parts. The other siege tower, they seem to use that as a type of scaffold or a scaffolding platform, which is interesting. Anyway, the statue was constructed using the eternal framework of iron tie bars, which provided the skeleton for the structure. Brass plates, gleaming like the sun itself, they were affixed to the frame to form the outer skin. The base, some 15 meters of a white marble pedestal, was anchored near the entrance to the harbour, though debates about its exact location persist. The interior of the statue was filled with stone blocks to provide weight and balance, and some of the materials like the iron and bronze were repurposed from Demetrius's abandoned siege equipment. As the statue rose, it was adorned with intricate details. The head of Helios, rendered with curly hair and radiant bronze spikes, was reminiscent of depictions found on the Rhodian coins. His posture, likely shielding his eyes in one hand, echoed the classic Greek statutory kind of a pose, right? But when we start getting closer, it doesn't exist anymore, and archaeological evidence, well, it's under a bit of pressure trying to find it, right? Because any of the pictures I've seen, I've always thought, and I think it's just cooler, right? I mean, a leg on each side of the harbour. I mean, that would have been awesome. Did it really? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, there was no way that they could build such a thing that way all the way back then. And then, of course, when it did collapse, you know, after the earthquake, it stood for some 50 odd years. When it did collapse, Strabo and Pliny said that, you know, it landed on the land, right? Muse fan, we are indeed landing at Lima Golf. Mike Kilo, it's another straight in landing. Straight in. There's a runway. This is gorgeous, man. You gotta love the island hopping, right? Alright, autopilot off. It's a relatively short jaunt, that one. Or we need to go this way a bit. Easy now. Now for this one, we're going to try the Murph maneuver. Now you might be saying to yourself, what is he The Murph maneuver is approach the runway, do a full loop-de-loop, and then land perfectly. Are we ready? I mean, I reckon I can do it. Do you reckon I can do it? I reckon I can do it. I'm not even afraid of it. I know we're going to be able to do it, right? Let's see. Fancy music. Here we go, lads. Line ourselves up. There would be the runway. And it's a full loop and then perfectly land. This is going to be grand. You all have to do it. Yepsy daisy. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Janet, Jesus. I'm going too fast. Touchdown. We actually did a thing. Did you just say we did a thing? Jesus. Oh, no, we're still flying. Oh, no. Jesus. We were still in the air. Yeah, baby. Did anyone else attempt it? I mean, come on out of that. Oh, Jesus! Roger went straight in like a freaking lawn dart, you poor devil! Fierce Wolf out in recovery. Rescue 160 is there. Did anyone else make it? Like a loop right before landing, and I actually pulled it off. I mean, this needs to go into the record books. Do you remember the time Murph actually did that thing right? Jesus. You didn't chance in the M500? What a way to go! What a way to go! Right? Right. Man, the tunage is good. Okay, we got a 50 nautical mile hike to the east. Alright, Jesus, Turner's brought a tornado with him. Gonna switch to the Decathlon now? Oh, you gotta try it, it's great fun. Benjamin Holmes got one in, nice! Right, friends. Power coming in. Airspeed alive. Easy now. Yepsy daisy. Jesus, I nearly got a stutter and that nearly ended in tears. Right, it's grand. On our bike, imagine now if this is Flight Sim 24, the wake turbulence of that tornado. Ah, Jesus, would be all like this. Mother of Jesus, harness, will you go handy? Okay, over to the right hand side. Yes. That's the spirit. You gotta love these islands, it's beautiful, isn't it? The Greek islands, lads. Stunning. I absolutely love when you hear that chopper in the background. I think it's the Chinook. It's absolutely incredible. All right, autopilot. Let's be having you once again. Nav mode. GPS engaged. Altitude 1,000 feet. Hold. There we go. James, that looks lovely, doesn't it? It has so many liveries, Muse. Yeah, it's deadly, isn't it? Do it in the A380 and you'll be impressed. It's so cool. The noise of that chopper. Hank brought the 415 with him. What has been your favourite aircraft in this series so far? I mean, we've dabbled in a few, right? We had the TL3000, we had the Twin Otter, we've had the Super Decathlon, we've had the Chinook, we've had... what else did we use? The Grand Caravan. Hey Tristan, good to see you, man. Are we going to hit this mountain? I have it on good authority, we won't hit the mountain. Jesus. I mean, we nearly hit the mountain. But we're alright, lads, we're alright. Oh, the 310. Was it the 310? No, the other one was the Twin Comanche from V-Flight Air. It still needs an update, lads. It hasn't got an update. Been lots of social media stuff about the new Microsoft Flight Sim using around 85 gigs of data per hour. 85 gigs an hour? Doesn't seem right. For me, Microsoft Flight Sim was the PC-21. Ooh. Hey, Doc Blues! Tried to fly along but having computer issues. Ah, no worries, man. Okay, we're doing well. Next up, Lima Golf India Kilo. We're about a third of the way through it. About a third of the way in, lads. She's looking good, though. Right, so, returning back to, right? So the image of the Helios straddling the harbour entrance with ships passing beneath the mighty legs of such the Colossus, very dramatic vision, has captured imaginations for centuries. But perhaps it is just that, a vision. Engineering constraints and the logistics of harbour traffic make this scenario improbable. Most scholars agree that the Colossus stood on one side of the harbour, likely near the fortress of St. Nicholas, or on a high point overlooking the city. The romantic notion of the harbour straddling giant arose much later during the Middle Ages. Even Shakespeare kind of had an old story about it. Because there was a famous poem, lads. I'll read you out the poem. And this is where a lot of this is where they got a lot of the information from it, right? The standing Colossus. After 12 years in 280 BC, the statue was completed, and it preserved in Greek anthologies of poetry is what is believed to be the genuine dedication text for the Colossus. To you, O sun, the people of Dorian Rhodes, set up this bronze statue reaching to Olympus. When they had pacified the waves of war and crowned their city with the spoils taken from the enemy, not only over the seas, but also on land did they kindle the lovely torch of freedom and independence. For those descendants of Heracles belongs dominion over sea and land. So that was the Greek poem. And from that, they're saying, okay, a bronze statue reaching to Olympus. Well, that's the first clue. They had pacified the waves of war and crowned their city with the spoils taken from the enemy. So they used the materials left over from the war. Not only over the seas, but also on land. Okay. And then they say, kindle the lovely torch of freedom and independence. Now, we don't know was it an actual torch. Because, well, the saying says the torch of freedom. But of course, artists came up with the idea to say, no, it was an actual torch. But again, what we saw from the Great Lighthouse, and look at the logistics involved in powering that thing. The Great Lighthouse, or the Lighthouse of Alexandria. How did they manage to get now torch lit 100 feet up in the air? Makes you kind of wonder, right? So yeah. It became the tallest statue in the ancient world, standing under the sun. Its bronze plates glistened, a beacon of resilience and freedom, and the Rhodians inscribed a dedication to Helios, celebrating the triumph over tyranny and their unyielding spirit. The Colossus stood for only 54 years. In 226 BC, a catastrophic earthquake struck Rhodes, toppling the mighty statue. The damage was devastating. The statue snapped at the knees, and its remains lying in a heap. Ptolemy III of Egypt, well, he offered to fund the reconstruction. But some oracle of Delphi warned that, it fell for a reason, the sun god wasn't happy, and they should never build it. Seemingly, this statue had somehow offended the god. The people heeding this divine counsel, they left the Colossus in its falling state. What? For over 800 years, the remnants of the Colossus lay on the ground, still drawing visitors from across the ancient world. Pliny the Elder marvelled at its colossal size. noting how its even broken fingers were larger than most other statues. A man would struggle to get their arms around, I think it was the baby toe, right? Strabo, the geographer, described the fragments as a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. In 653 AD, Rhodes fell to an Arab force led by Muawi. According to some accounts, the remaining bronze was dismantled and sold to a merchant, reportedly requiring 900 camels to transport. Whether it's real or not, it marked the end of the Colossus as a physical entity. Oh. Amen, brilliant. But it's mad, right, when you think about it. First of all, how it was built, and then, you know, what some of the what was said about it, which I think is fascinating altogether. Where is this now? Did I have... So what Shakespeare said about it, right? The brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. So Shakespeare put that in his stuff, right? So, well, we'll talk about this, right? Pliny the Elder. Or do we start with Pliny or do we go with Strabo? I think we might go with Strabo. Hang on here, where's my notes? Do. Where is this now? Where is anything on Strabo? Oh yeah. The remains were described by Strabo. His work, Geography. Strabo was a great geographer, philosopher, and historian who lived in Asia Minor during the transitional period of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. Strabo, best known for his work Geographica, or Geography, which presented a descriptive history of people and places from different regions of the world known during his lifetime. Strabo states the following. The city of the Rhodians lies in the eastern promontory of Rhodes, and is so far superior to all others in harbours and roads and walls and improvements in general. I am unable to speak of other cities as equal or even almost equal to it, much less superior. It is remarkable also for its good order, for its careful attention to the administration and affairs of state in general, and in particular to that of naval affairs, whereby it held the mastery of the sea for a long time and overthrew the business of piracy and became a friend to the Romans and to all kings who favoured both the Romans and the Greeks. Consequently, it not only has remained autonomous, but has also been adorned with many votive offerings, which for the most part are to be found in the Dionysium and Gymnasium, but partially in other places. The best of these first are the Colossus of Helios, of which the author of the iambic verse says 7 times 10 cubits in height, 100 feet, right? The work of Chares of Lindos, but now lies on the ground, having been thrown down by an earthquake and broken at the knees. In accordance with a certain oracle, the people did not raise it again. This, then, is the most excellent of the votive offerings, at any rate, by its common agreement. It was in the 7 world wonders. That's what Strabo said, right? Hey, P.S. Miranda, good to see you. Pliny the Elder. He was born when I think Strabo died, roughly in and around then. He was a Roman author, a naturalist, and also a natural philosopher, a naval and army commander of the early Roman Empire, and a friend to Emperor Vespasian. Pliny wrote the Encyclopedia Natural Historia, or Naturalis Historias, natural history, right? Which became an editorial model for all encyclopedias, right? It's one of the largest single works to have survived from the Roman Empire to the modern day and purposed to cover the entire field of ancient knowledge. Pliny said the following, but that which is far by the most worthy of our admiration is the colossal statue of the sun, which stood formerly at Rhodes, and was the work of Chares of Lindos, a pupil of the above-named Lysippus. No less than 70 cubits in height, this statue of 56 years after it was erected was thrown down by an earthquake, but even as it lies, excites our wonder and admiration. Few men can clasp the thumb in their arms, and its fingers are larger than most statues. Where the limbs are broken asunder, vast caverns are seen yawning in the interior. And within it, too, are to be seen large masses of rock, by the weight of which artist steadied it while he was building it. That's kind of mad, isn't it? Yes, Murph, it's fascinating. It is fascinating, I'll have you know. You better be writing notes, lads. There's a test at the end of this. But what's interesting here is... Where's my little picture of the stuff? I think it's here. Here it is. Have a look at this for a minute. Look, this is a great. This is a great gadget. Look, so this is showing you, right? Proby P, thank you very much indeed. 16 months, man. Welcome in. So on the left side here, this is the Great Pyramids, right? And you can see when it was built, 2584 BC, and it's still there to this day. It's showing you the entire length and breadth of how long it was there. And you can see the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, built sometime around 600 BC and destroyed soon after, 1 AD. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, built 550 BC, again in 356 BC, and again in 323 BC. Am I going to crash? Shh, it's grand. We'll go back to that page now in a minute. Jesus. We need altitude. Oh, Jesus. Get up there quick now. Yes. V-speed. Yes. Right, all is well in the round for the minute. Bring back up this page here because it's cool looking. Anyway, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, 435 BC until 450, right? The mausoleum at Halicarnassus, 351, all the way up, lads. Look at that. All the way up to about 1494. The Colossus of Rhodes, 292 BC, it fell in 226 and then completely gone in 654. And then, of course, then we can see the Pharos, the lighthouse of Alexandria. So the poor old Colossus didn't stand. It was the shortest lived, and they never rebuilt it. That's kind of mad, isn't it? Jesus, there's Wombat down there, look. Man, the scenery there. Isn't this beautiful? Out in the Greek islands. I mean, what else, lads, would we be doing on a Monday night? Yeah, about 12 years to beat it, yeah. Can you imagine how good this is going to look in 2024? Oh. We're going to do Greek island hopping. Now, all going well, lads. I have an idea. You know when I get ideas, right? I'm thinking of a mad long haul stream on Wednesday, the 20th of November. And you know when I get these ideas for a long haul stream? As a show of hands, who would be interested in a very long haul stream? Now, when I say long haul, I don't mean like an airliner long haul. I mean a long haul with multiple stops using multiple aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I don't know Energizer. We'll have to like get some Jennies or something. Do you know what I mean? So by way of a show of hands, press 1 in the chat. No, hang on. Jesus. Press 4 in the chat if you're going to be up for it. And press 5 in the chat if you're not going to be up for it. And depending on who wins, well, I'll either tell you about it now or I won't. 4 if you're up for it, 5 if you're not. She's saying puck the car. Puck with a P. So the numbers are looking good, right? So we're saying, you know, there's a lot of people saying they're going to be up for this, right? It'll probably kick off at, I don't know what time, lads. Early enough-ish during the day, right? And the mission is going to be this. Are you ready now? Are you sitting down? Are you holding something? This is what I think we're going to do. On Wednesday, the 19th of November, we're going to start off in Boston. And we're going to make our way all the way across the United States to Renton in Seattle. And we're following on the I-90.
Jesus.
This is slightly longer than Route 66. Oh, wait, hang on. Wednesday the 20th. Wednesday the 20th. Right? So on Tuesday, we're going to learn the sim and get familiar with settings and all this kind of jazz, right? But it's going to be a non-stop stream. We're flying all the way across the United States and we're going to be using multiple aircraft. It's probably going to be 10 or 11 legs. We'll probably do it in about, I'd imagine somewhere between kind of 12 hours, 14 hours maybe. It's 2,434 nautical miles. Jesus. Right? And as I said, it's going to take us from Boston, so it'll be out of K-Boss. And then, you know, be Janey Town. We've done Route 66 a couple of times. That's a lot of tasty beverages. Yeah. Why not save it for the weekend? We'll do other stuff in the weekend. This is just the inaugural, let's get in and go flying. Jesus, we need to land here. So you'll have mad divils who will fly it non-stop like me. And then you'll have other people who will, you know, take it one bit at a time. And then you'll have other people who will probably not fly. What aircraft are you thinking for it? It's going to be a selection of aircraft. Predominantly GA. But it's going to be using a good shot of the brand new aircraft in the sim. A good shot of them. Will the multiplayer settings be the same? That's what I'm hoping. We're going to be using only the aircraft that come with flights in 2024. Only those, right? Some of us even have a life. Yeah, but listen. I'm limited in that week of what I can put out content-wise. You know what I mean? Only because, well, I'm off work that week. Can we get a CTD count? Yes, we can get a... Yes, we can. A CTD counter. I won't have 24, but I'll watch if I can. Automod needs to retire? Probably. 25 hours at 110 knots. Yeah, so we'll be using different aircraft. Like some of those aircraft, like the likes of the Saab 320, that'll cruise along at about 280. Do you know what I mean? Look at this for an airport. This is stunning. Easy now. Very fast, but we'll hold the nose. Good job, it's a big runway, right? Easy. Ooh. All right. Check your fuel here as well, lads. I think we should have a competition for how many times Murph says fantastic. My bet is 50. Jesus. PH Roy, nice one, dude. Nice one. What edition? I've pre-ordered the friggin' limited edition, but Aerosoft have delayed that. Either way, I'll have the Aviator edition. I'll have all the aircraft. Either way. You're betting 500. What? I'll go 120. Fantastic. I'm doing a laundry powder cargo flight, Mr. Scoo, right? But no, look at lads. We've done these kind of long haul flights in the past, and just the way my schedule is that week, Wednesday's the best day to kind of do this flight. But don't be worrying. If you can't make it, you can't make it. If you can only do 1 or 2 legs, just do 1 or 2 legs. You know what I mean? But if you're able to do the whole thing, do the whole thing. Like it's your chance to kind of, it's your chance to, you know, experiment with all the new aircraft or different aircraft, get your settings dialed in for them. If we say each flight is going to take about an hour, give or take, and I reckon about 12 aircraft should do it. I hope I'll be able to fly in my Fuga in day 1, maybe. But what I'd like to do, Frank, is only use the default aircraft that are coming with flights in 2024. And the reason why I'm saying that, it's going to give us a real indication of how multiplayer is going to work. Because they're using these new limiters on, you know, how many polys can be used on an aircraft.
Hello there.
But yeah. Chewy94 is in the house.
Hold the big switch, good buddy.
Right, lads, don't panic now. It'll be grand. There's nothing... Well, I didn't do anything mad yet. Well, I did. I didn't crash yet. It's a great sign. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a great stream, Chewy. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy Monday, guys. We're here, the grand finale of what was our Monday night series. We were following the 7 ancient wonders of the world.
Allow myself to introduce
myself. We got all the scenery created in the sim for us by Jeppesen 2001. So, okay, the pyramids were there, but he made them all kind of new looking. The whole idea is, how would these wonders look like back then, today, as we're flying? Which doesn't make sense, but it does. So we're here doing some Greek island hopping. And the aircraft we're in today, this is the Super Decathlon from Hangar Studios. You're probably looking at this thinking, is that an APU?
Hello?
Right? Not your conventional sort of airplane. It is a general aviation aircraft. It's used as an aerobatics training aircraft. And, well, as you can see from the folks flying around with us, there's a huge selection of different airplanes. Right? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for all the follows. Hope you had an awesome stream, Chewy. Thank you very, very much indeed for the raid. I really do appreciate it.
Hello there.
So we're currently at a place called Icaria. Or Icaros. It's here in Greece. Lima Golf, India Kilo. And our next stop, lads, we're going to head down to probably a location that you guys know. We're heading down to Kos Airport. Lima Golf, Kilo, Oscar. And from there, it's down to the island of Rhodes. That's where we're headed. So if you'd like to come fly, that poor devil, you ended up like an ostrich. If you'd like to come fly with us, it's just a normal multiplayer flight. We're on the Southeast Asian server. If you have general aviation, or if you want to take an airliner for a spin, the runways will definitely support it. So we'll get ourselves airborne here. Easy does it now. There's no toga button. It's just press all the buttons and let's see what happens. So, one thing about general aviation aircraft, right, versus that of your airliners, the GA stuff, they really give you a great appreciation for the handling at slower speeds. And of course, I mean, you're so close to scenery, right? So you can really kind of appreciate what's going on down at these lower levels. So, where are we going? We're going this way. So we have a G3X. We also have we also have the GTN 650. And what's pretty cool about this one is this avionics is available now on Xbox, meaning that Xbox pilots, Mac Chewy. What's a Mac Chewy? Did I say Mac Chewy? This gives Xbox pilots use of the PMS50 add-on, which is pretty cool, right? Now, let me see. Nav mode, sticking onto GPS, altitude. We're going to climb back up to 1,000. We'll go vertical speed. Check our fuel. So we have little fuel tank indicators up here. Fuel left is looking good. And fuel right is looking good. Slightly over half a tank. He also keeps saying Rhodians. Is it Rhodians or Rhodians? I don't know. Everyone seems to be spamming it. Mac Chewy? Who says Mac Chewy? Let's think about... Wait, hang on. It's friggin' 777. But yeah, it's Ian McDonald's predicament is making everyone call everything Mac something. Right. The airline Helios Airways logo was the head of the Colossus on their tail. Jesus, right. So, as I said, if you want to fly along, lads, just jump on in. We've got a good few people flying with us. Why are we still climbing here now? Call it 1500, so. Get up there, you devil, you. 1500 and lock the alt. Let's see what happens. There we go. We're going to level off. There's just something so nice about these Greek islands in the sim. And like, do you know, sitting here, I'm like, can you imagine tomorrow week how better this is going to be? It's crazy. Like the details are going to be able to see with the trees and the ground and even the mountains. It's going to be gorgeous. So this leg, it is 64 nautical miles on a heading of 141 degrees. And as we're looking at the aircraft itself, RPM is a little bit high, but we're in the green. Manifold pressure is good. Fuel flow is alright. Pressure's fine. Cylinder head temperature is fine. And well, we're getting 139 knots indicated. Nice. But we're learning all about the Colossus. So you might say, well, what's a modern Colossus? Do you ever hear the Colossus of Rhodes? Anyway, the modern Colossus of Rhodes, or the modern Colossus, if anyone's ever been out to the Statue of Liberty Island, on the bronze plate at the base, it actually says New Colossus on it. The Colossus of Rhodes, it was roughly 2/3 the height of the Statue of Liberty, and it was similar. So when the Colossus was built, it was this beautiful, shiny bronze colour, as was the Statue of Liberty. And it's only over time, it's that kind of natural reaction between, like, you know, the water, the salt. It creates this kind of a protective layer around the metal, and it turns it kind of a green colour. If you look at the Statue of Liberty now, it's a green colour. It wasn't built like that. I think it was like in 1912, there was some sort of petition. They were going to say, hey, we're going to, like, you know, clean the thing up. And then they realised, well, if they do that,
Hello there.
it'll damage it, right? Don Dark, welcome in. Kind of like copper, yeah. It's in bad need of an old bit of... Do you remember Brasso? God almighty. Kissy Frank went to Liberty Island in 2002. Needless to say, nothing was open. Yeah. But it's kind of mad, right? Because, you know, the Colossus of Rhodes was an ancient world wonder. We had 7 ancient world wonders. Just like today, we have 7 world wonders. The 7 natural wonders. There's something about the number 7. And on this series, tonight is our final part of it. We've had custom scenery throughout this series, all thanks to Jeppesen 2001. It's a freeware scenery, so you can actually grab it over on our website if you want to explore it. You know, we've had the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. We've had the pyramids, which were stunning because he put them back to their kind of original marble setup. And, you know, all the 7 world wonders, the ancient world wonders. This one, the Colossus, I'm looking forward to it because the depiction that Jeppesen gives us is what, you know, in medieval times, they thought that the Colossus kind of stood one leg on each side of the harbour, which probably isn't the way it was done.
Hello there.
It's going to be interesting to see this. Plus, we all have a challenge in our airplanes. We need to be able to fly under the Colossus of Rhodes, between the legs, and don't hit anything. It'll be grand, right? Turnsy, welcome in. So, we were chatting as well, the pure excitement for Flight Sim 2024. Like, what? Tomorrow week. Nothing will be done that day. So on the Tuesday, well, my stream, it's all about the settings. I'm going through all the setup, control profiles, you know, how do we make the thing work? And then on Wednesday, the day after, we're going to start a flight. And we're going to be doing the I-90, starting off in Boston, all the way over to Seattle. And we're doing it in one sitting, in one stream. Multiple legs, multiple aircraft. I think 12 legs, maybe 14. I'll have to plan it out. But we're going to do that on the Wednesday. We'll probably kick off at something like, I don't know. I'll try and pick a time that's somewhat friendly to both sides of the Atlantic, you know what I mean? Hey, Vasilius here, good to see you.
Hello there.
Yeah. Prospecto, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Good to see you, man. CP says, I went to Liberty Island in 2000. The statue itself was closed, but I did get to the top of the base. Nice. How late would the Wednesday stream go? Late. If I start at midday, 1200 Zulu, it'll run on to about, 0200 Zulu. Just a question, I'm thinking of getting a new monitor, but I'm estimating between a 1400p or a 4K. Vazali, if it was me, I would go 4K. Because then you have the option of all the other resolutions. You know what I mean? You can go 1440, you can go 2K. I would recommend 4K. And again, if you're saying a monitor, well, just take note that TVs are way cheaper. Way cheaper. And if you're looking for what's this IPS crack? Interpolarity. It's almost like the response time, yeah? That's really only important if you're doing like your first person shooters. Yeah, 4K is definitely more future proof. But look at the TV. I mean, you can get 4K TV in like 20 odd inches upwards, right? They are a fraction of the price of a monitor. And a lot of the 4K TVs, well, they offer you things like, G-Sync or the AMD fixed rate something. I use the LG OLED C1. I think the C3 I think is the newest one, right? I'm using a 43-inch telly as my main monitor. It cost me £300. It's like having 4 monitors. Yeah. Why are they so much cheaper? Couldn't tell you. I think it's... Think of an indicator stock on a freaking Bentley or an indicator stock on, a Toyota. It's an indicator stock. Yeah, but ours looks nicer because it's for a Bentley. It's the same thing. Like, provided you're getting the resolution, the screen technology, if it's OLED or LED, make sure that it's getting the right kind of HDR in there, the colors, the darkener, or the blacks are really black, especially on an OLED TV. Like, it's ridiculous, the clarity. It's awesome. Yes, YouTube that. Great point. If you are getting a TV, try and get it with a high refresh rate, and that's measured in hertz. So you're looking at, standard TVs are 60 hertz. It'll say refresh rate 60 Hz. Bearing in mind, if you go with a 60 hertz TV, that's technically the maximum frame rate it will support, 60. Now, your sim could be giving you 120, but you're only seeing 60, meaning it's going to be butter smooth, but this is a 120 hertz TV. And these are relatively cheap now, considering the bang for buck. You'll probably pick up one of these for like £700 or £800. Like, I'm getting 70 frames-ish in a multiplayer environment, which is nuts. If I'm not in multiplayer, if I'm on VATSIM or whatever, it's 120, 130 frames. It's ridiculous, right? The refresh rate, yeah, that's what I mean. Refresh rate, yeah. Herman Something says, I just bought the parts to revamp my 55-inch LG 3D. It's a 3D? Yeah, brilliant. LG C3 are a good recommendation for a high refresh rate. Yeah, test pilot. Gibbo, do you have the C3? C4 is the latest, Delightful says. Oh, I need to look in at them. Oz Flight Simmer's in the chat. Good morning to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Oz, how are you going to manage now? Because the sim is going to release at about, 2 o'clock in the morning your time? Would that be right? Oh, it's a C2, Gibbo. I have a C1, and it's grand, but I do get burn-in. I've burn-in on this screen because I'm a Muppet. And the burn-in is, it's actually the Microsoft logo down the bottom. So when the sim installs, or when you're doing an update, and it used to take ages, I left my telly on one night thinking it'll be fine. And when I turn it, like, you can't see it, but I can see it. There's like tiny little shadows where like little logos are. You can only see it in some lighting things. Manage? Yeah, well, what time is it releasing at? Bought the C4, have yet to get it installed. Ooh, nice, Scott. Simon says, I use a 4G LG TV, 60 Hz and Dolby Vision. I recommend 120 Hz 4K with Dolby Vision gaming with FreeSync. FreeSync is the one, or G-Sync. Yeah, 100%. Rad Baron has a C4, very explosive results when I energize it. Jesus. I knew it. Lads, you can pick up a Samsung 4K TV. Granted, it's going to be at 60 hertz, but like you can get like a 50-inch for like $300 or £300. Like they're not. If you were to think, okay, I want a decent monitor for the size, you're probably talking 3, 4, even 500. Just consider a TV. I'm not going to say get a TV over a monitor, but just consider it. You're going to save yourself a few quid. And really, it's not going to make that much of a difference. I don't think. Do you know? I managed to make Murph shake his head. Mission accomplished. I have a C3. It brings me everywhere. Bang for your buck, right? Muse says, I would have had the space. Oz says, I don't know if I will be sleeping. I'm going to wait for you lot to download it first and hopefully there'll be some internet left. Do you know what I got today? Hang on. We need to come over to this screen. Why wasn't that working? Look what I got in the post today, Oz. From the Electricity Supply Board of Ireland. Now hear this, they say. Notice of electricity supply interruption on Tuesday, the 19th of November, between 0900 and 1700. Now the words I used was... Fake news. The words I used now are, you know, oh bother. But in reality, right, they're going to... I've no electricity on the day the sim launches. Now, my power should be back on at 5 o'clock. Well, they're telling me it's 5 o'clock. Whether or not it's going to be 5 o'clock, I don't know, right? But like... Jesus. Do you know? Non-brands are cheap. Also, all the components. We're getting raided all over the shop. Empire kicking. Welcome in, Empire. Hope you had a great stream. Welcome in, Raiders. A very happy Monday to you. We're here in the delightful Hangar Studios.
Myself to introduce
myself. We're here in the Hangar Studios 713 Super Decathlon Greek island adventure. We're doing some island hopping and we're on our way to the island of Rhodes to check out the Colossus. But yeah, shame they don't take the outage out of the bill, right? Get a generator. I reckon it'd be okay. Could it be someone pranking it? No, well, if they are, they're pranking the whole road got one, like the entire road got one, you know? But yeah, let's see what happens. Samsung QN90B runs Microsoft Flight Sim without Xbox or PC. Ooh. Oh wait, yeah, that's using the that's using Xbox Cloud, I think. That's an option for sure. For sure. What were the odds of that, right? I nearly keeled over when I saw that in the post box. By the time you get your electricity back, we might be about 10% into our download. I really don't think so. 50 gigs is not what you need in total. And I would say of that 50 gigs, how much for the sim? You know? I'll drop you up a Jenny and an L USB dongle. Oh, come on, Epic Fool! The kettle will be on, Epic Fool. The kettle will be on. Mr. Two-Tone wants her kitchen. Shh. How many watts does Murphy need to run everything? A lot. Game Pass users can pre-download Microsoft Flight Sim 24 now. Ooh. Asking for a refund for the duration of interruption? That's not going to work. Hello? You see, it's funny. ESB used to provide they provide the electricity and then they used to sell it to you. But now there's so many other companies selling you the electricity, you know? Doesn't really matter, Murph. It's not like you're going to be getting your collector's edition till December. Jeez. You have to laugh because if you didn't, you'd cry. And still no word from Aerosoft on this. No word at all. Like, no, you're not getting the sim till December. We just told you. Have faith in York, because York said, look, we're aware of it. We're going to try and sort something out. But like, Jesus, I hope they sort it out, lads. They need to put out a post. The amount of DMs that I have, like the sheer amount of people saying, any word yet? Do you know what I mean? It's like, Jesus. They just need to tell us it's going to be grand. You know? I don't fly, and yet I have little confidence in Airsoft, right? Hey, Briggsy, good to see you. Did you know the Colossus of Rhodes is based on me? Fact, right? Salt in the wounds? It's nuts. Aerosoft doing the usual thing. I don't understand why there's no communication. Imagine sending out an email saying, yeah, you won't get it now till this date. And then they're like, huh? Yeah, but like, what? Can we not play the sim? No. What? Like, hello? Absolutely crazy. Pre-order it. And it's not just pre-order it, you're pre-ordering their highest tiered SKU. It'll be late and you don't get it in day one. It's nuts. It's nuts. But again, let's you know, let's remain calm and confident that Jorg, you know, and the team will come up with a plan. Cyrus T is here, 30 months, tier 2, the man of teal. Thank you very much indeed, Cyrus. Hope you're well, man. Are you on nights this week? But yeah, I'm really hoping they're going to sort it. Look at this. Look at this scenery, lads. Jesus, that's only gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I cannot wait to see what this looks like in 2024. You're on late. Could be worse. You could have an upcoming postal strike in Canada, really. Yeah, it's just not good enough. It leaves a bad flavour. It really does, Test Pilot. It's shocking. I cancelled my pre-order. Will never buy from them again. They've done themselves some terrible damage here.
Yeah. We're going the wrong way.
I'm not going the wrong way. Can they not grant you a download access via the Microsoft Store? Seemingly not, Larry. Because the activation codes they have are a physical product, as in it's on a card or it's in a box or something, right? It's not like a CD version, but your activation number is on like a card, yeah? So, I don't know how they're going to sort this one. If it was me, I'd say, right, someone somewhere has a list of every single activation code, right? All they need to do is write off the expense. Whoever delayed delivery in the global supply chain, well, they messed up, therefore hit them for the bill for destroying, let's say, 2,500 activation codes, because it's only for the Europeans, right? Through Aerosoft. And it was like a limit of 5,000 globally. So let's say there's 2,500. Get rid of the cards, reissue activation numbers directly to Aerosoft, who already have our details and our gamer tags because we wanted to register to get the free 415, and then just issue us with the electronic activation code. I mean, that's what I would do when I'm in charge. Do you know? Of course, it sounds an awful lot easier than what is probably going to be the case. You know? What are you doing? All good? But yeah. Yeah, it's to do with the sim currency. Yeah, so if you pre-ordered the special limited edition from Aerosoft, it's delayed. And I don't really like it. It doesn't really matter whose fault it is, right? Is it a supplier of Microsoft? Is it a supplier of Aerosoft? I don't need to know these. I just need to. Where's
you
me?
haven't a clue what you're doing.
Where's me sim? That's all I care about. You know, I don't mind if the other stuff is delayed, like the bag and the badges. Yeah, okay. If it's delayed, it's delayed. Fair enough. But like, don't allow a situation to happen that these people can't access the simulator on day one. That's friggin' nuts. Know what I mean? Aerosoft just need to buy some codes and send some emails. Solved. Now let's fix the 330. Oh, Jesus. Yep. Yeah, it is. Look it, without thinking of any kind of intricate headaches, how do you sort it? Just sort it. Worry about it after. Lads, there's a mountain now. Either it's moving toward us or we're moving toward it. I reckon we'll get past. I mean, I've great confidence here in your, I don't know, will we though? Yeah, we're grand. We're miles away from it. Nothing to worry about at all. Jesus, though, it was close. Right, we're all right. Stand down. Murph, I posted a generator on Discord. Nice. I agree, Lone Gamer. Yeah. Make Aerosoft great again. Oh, Jesus. Let's not go there. What can you do? It is what it is. Just, I'm hoping it's going to be sorted, right? When you have intricate headaches, you call Gibbo. Yes, usually. I can't fix this. I can't work that. Now, we're not landing in that airport, but look at the cut of it, lads. Jesus. You wouldn't want to get that one wrong, would you? Colossus Airport. Lima Golf Kilo Yankee. That's a bit friggin' mad looking, isn't it? Apparently I've flown 567,875 meters upside down. What? Probably one. I don't think they do Game Pass for $1 anymore. I think minimum charge is like $10. But yeah, you could get Game Pass, but with Game Pass, you're not going to get the Aviators edition. You won't even get Premium Deluxe. What's that IKO? Lima Golf Kilo Yankee. Looks pretty good, Epic, doesn't it? It looks friggin' nuts, man. But yeah, that's the only downside to Game Pass. I don't think you can increase what's look at that's stunning. I don't think you can increase what version of the sim you can get on Game Pass. As far as I know, it's just like, you know, standard. Colossus Island National Airport. It's beautiful. Beautiful. There's a lone pilot at the airport. They're going to wonder what the hell is going on. Was there really only one person there? That's brilliant. Squawk Torque, you've been here? What? But with Game Pass, you can try it out on your machine before you decide if you want it or not. Yes, Rad Baron, 100%. It'll give you the sim. It just won't give you all the aircraft included in Deluxe, Premium Deluxe, or Aviator, right? Now let me see. Welcome in, Delix. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Dangerous Brian ordered mine via CD keys, 40% off. Nice. I think CD keys are okay. I use Gamer Planet. They're okay, but there are some of them that just aren't okay. You don't want to land short on that runway. Historic wings? Absolutely not. Did I see somewhere I can buy individual aircraft? Yes. That is going to be an option. So if you don't want all the aircraft, if you're not interested in some of the aircraft and you just want to say, hey, look, the standard is enough and I just want that plane, and that plane, you can buy them individually. What are they, $10 each or something? I think they're like something like $10 each. Or, you know, that's the idea. You're in the middle of an ad. The horror. You're very welcome in. I'm spawning in there, just got back home. It's grand. You can upgrade as well. Yeah, you can upgrade. You can upgrade the Game Pass version. How does one do that, Cyrus? Still wondering how well Spad Next will work, says Doc. It's going to need some sort of an update, but I suspect it'll be okay. I only noticed the horizon markers there between the wing spurs. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? What's the day do? Demla. Is there going to be any issues running 2020 and 2024 on the same PC? No. There's an option in add-ons. Is that true, the Game Pass gadget? Yeah, we have a look. MSFS 2024. No results. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Let's have a look. Pre-order. Okay, where's the Game Pass? Included with Game Pass, right? How do you... Through the Xbox. Ah, okay. If you buy the sim, if you can upgrade. To upgrade Game Pass version, you have to buy a version higher than the standard version. No, Megan, good to see you. Can you help me with the settings for an RTX 4060? Sure, what are you after? It's in the marketplace. You just pay the difference. Farm sim coming tomorrow. Correct. Runway 32 is closed in real life. Thank you, Dougal. Okay, you did it for 2020. Okay, so looking at the page here, We have to land here now. Bear with me. Install, it's included with Game Pass, and then we just upgrade it through that. Wouldn't that be right? Premium Deluxe, Deluxe, or Aviator. So how much is Aviator going to be on top of Game Pass? We'll figure it out. It's not giving me a price yet, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so runway 32 is closed here, so that means we got to turn around, yeah? All right, let's see what we can do here. Look at the cut of the scenery here, lads. Isn't it only gorgeous? Tristan, yeah, it probably will be. I mean, you got an absolute ton of aircraft, right? Thanks, Iris. Worst case scenario, that's what I'll do. If Airsoft can't give me gadget... Spiffy, thank you for the follow. If Airsoft can't fulfill my order, I'll just get another one. And then we'll do a giveaway for the one that I didn't get. That's probably the best way. The Indy 330 looks great. It really does. Really, really does. Doesn't Game Pass, or won't Game Pass will only have the standard version? No, I don't think so. The lads are saying no, you'll be able to do an upgrade. I don't know how that'll work, but we'll give it a shot. So this is our second last stop for tonight, lads. It's a quick jaunt from here down to the island of Rhodes. Not Rhode Island. I just don't get anyone who pre-purchases any games these days. Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, I went with the limited collector's edition. So I had to pre-order that. You know what I mean? Oh, Lead Balloon just got a CTD short of the runway. I wonder how how is the sim going to perform? Dusty Roads? how is Flight Sim 2024? What's the performance going to be? Like, I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited. But I'm a little bit, you know, uh-oh. Is this going to work? All right. Easy does it now, Jemima. Mind the F-35. He won't mind us at all. Ease our way in. What a beautiful airport. There's the wake turbulence, if there ever was to be. Easy, easy. 99 feet a minute, we'll take it. On the brakes. And we'll get ourselves turned around. Now check your fuel, lads. Give it the time, it's like a new puppy. It'll grow to be a big beast. I agree. Is the Indy 330 going to be a Microsoft 24 exclusive? As far as I know, it's going to be 2024 only. One free plane came with the pre-order in 2020. Crappy one. Did it? What was the free plane? Fuel just under half. Just under half. We got enough. So we have a 59 nautical mile hike over to the GPS coordinates of where we think the Colossus is going to be. And then it's going to be a 7 mile hike over to Rhodes International Airport. We're just about done. No, that was 2024. Super tie. Was there something there for 2020? I don't think there was there? What was the free aircraft you got with 2020? It'll be interesting. There's just going to be so much to explore with the new sim. Trigger happy, F-35, it's okay. F-22 you think is better? Like, between all the oil rigs, between the friggin' helipads, all the glider ports. No, the water bomber was in 24, lads. So if you pre-order 24, you got the water bomber in 2020. Yeah? But I think Krabby One was saying one free plane came with pre-order. Oh, that's what you mean? Alright, okay. Yeah, there wasn't... I don't know what free aircraft we could have got. Oh, Jesus, I'm going to literally fly into a Cessna 414. Sorry about that now. Jesus. There he goes. I'm looking forward to the Cessna 404, the Titan. But yeah, so there was no bonus aircraft in 2020 when you bought 2020. But there is one when you buy 24. Right. Just looking forward to walking to the shops, right? That's going to be fun as well. Oil rigs, helipads, stop talking dirty. Do we all remember when we saw the very first trailer? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, let's go flying. The simulated horror of flying through other airplanes. Brilliant. Gaseous Maximus immediately died on takeoff. He tried to roll it and then just, no. He tried to do something like that, I think. And, like, not hit the ground. This is totally safe. Right. Let us ramble on, friends. Chase. Let me see. Left turn coming in. Look at the scenery, lads. Isn't this gorgeous, though? Speed kills, right? Ralph! I'm a stunt pilot, so I really enjoyed the F-22 more than 35. Ooh, the pre-order plane is get free for 20 or something you won't play a few weeks later. No, like the 415 in Flight Sim 2024 is very good. In Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, it's only, it's not bad. It's one of the best looking, I think. I think they did a great job on the visuals of it. And you can load water in, and just, you know, you can drop water in it as well. All right, about 59 nautical miles this direction. Let's talk to our autopilot. We'll go GPS mode, please. Thank you. Altitude. Call it 1,500 feet. V speed. There we go. The Aviator version of Flight Sim 2024 on CD keys is £118 right now. That's pretty good. That's a huge saving. DeBlaze, thanks for that, no worries. So is that like something like... If the standard edition is, say, 60, and the Aviator edition is like 200, so you pay 140. Is that right? Premium Deluxe is 75. Yeah, but I think it's the Aviator edition I want. I don't know why, I just do. I just, yeah, go on. I did the same with the last sim. Like, yeah, what's the biggest one? Yeah, I'll have that, please. And then you realise that all the stuff they gave in the largest one, well, it wasn't great, was it? That Dreamliner was absolutely brutal, right? He wants it because it's there, correct. Spiffy says Premium Deluxe is a sweet spot, to be honest. Sure. Yeah, Lone Gamer, 100%. Flying Trist, was that for 2020? No, you buy the full product in Game Pass. Game Pass only has the standard. Mr. 90, yeah. Well, we'll see. I think that's the way it is, but let's see what happens. After the AAUs, the 7A and the C700 became great. Rambog, I agree, yes. But that was 3 years after release. 3 years after the J's is like. 44 for standard is a good deal. Yes, it is. 2020 is cool, but the physics are far from realistic. I'd like to see them make 2024 physics closer to DCS. No, I disagree with you entirely. So we talk about physics in DCS, right? DCS does certain things very well. Very well. However, there's no wind physics in DCS. I can't have people tell me the flight characteristics are more realistic in an environment that does not depict wind on an aircraft. Because when you want to go flying, you will never fly in like a zero wind environment. How rare that's going to be, especially my neck of the woods. You know what I mean? And I think when we talk about flight models, you have X-Plane, you have Microsoft Flight Sim, and you have DCS. They're the biggest. P3D, of course, is there, right? But I think when it comes to like a generalized how the physics or how the flight model or the flight characteristics behave, it depends on the aircraft, it depends on the environment. And that's not like a kind of a crap out of an answer. Yeah, well, it is. But you know what I mean? It depends on a lot of these factors. DCS is very good for what it does within its own physics engine. But there's no wind. The actual flight models are very good. It's the sim that lets it down. There you go. So, if we're saying in Microsoft Flight Sim, well, the physics are actually pretty good. It depends on the aircraft. Is that a better way of maybe saying it? Tá an dog ag walked. Mahan Bukel, Keen Lafford. Energizer, yeah. The game, that's the game mechanics though, not the planes. But yeah, DCS does need wind. Yeah. So okay, so we're better off saying, or a better way to describe it would be DCS aircraft for the most part have a higher fidelity physics engine for the aircraft. Okay. Is there a free update Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 on Steam? What do you mean, PJ? A free update? It's a brand new simulator. So it's a brand new product. It's a standalone sim. A standalone sim. Like what we have in Microsoft Flight Sim. In Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, they've enhanced the physics engine. There's now 4 different types of physics working together. And it's all done so inside a optimized multi-thread thing. Right? We have new ground physics. Well, not new, but they are new. There's new ground physics. There's enhanced airflow physics, rotary physics. And there are now 1,000 data points on surfaces that are using their sensors effectively to what the wind is doing in that area. That's nuts. 1,000 of them. What was it? What's in this? Like there's like hundreds at the moment. They've put 1,000 on it. And they've also changed or added different types of surfaces to the simulator itself, meaning that you can have different shaped wings and it starts to really kind of pick them up. Canards were always hard to depict. Twin rotors were always hard to depict. Even biplanes were hard to depict, you know? Grumpy Old Studios, good to see you. This is one of the best aircraft in the sim. One of the few you'll get an aileron stall and elevator stall. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's excellent. If you need wind in DCS, eat beans. Yeah, 100% trigger happy. Yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. And yes, the aircraft in DCS are ridiculous. That F4, unbelievable. Like the DCS aircraft I got the Spitfire, I have the F-14, I have the F-18. What else do I have? I have the Huey, and I have the Gazelle. All excellent aircraft. Excellent. But yeah. Is there anything you're worried about Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, says Kane? Yes. It's optimization. You know, are they going to manage to get the sim released the way we're hoping it's going to be released? Not having just game-breaking bugs, right? And I don't mind, we're going to find bugs. There is going to be issues. Of course there is. But once they're not, you know, once they're not game-breaking, once it's not going to be, I can't use the sim, it won't work for me. Once we don't get to that level, anything else we're going to be frustrated with for sure. We'll be like, oh, why did they not, how did they not see that? But they'll fix that, right? Mr. Scoo, gotcha. Yeah, I think if everyone sticks to the 2024 aircraft on multiplayer, I think it's going to perform a lot better. Because they're 2024 optimized aircraft, meaning that they have the restriction of the number of polys, right? That was explained to me very well by Cyrus last week. And model matching and all the jazz, well, they know exactly what their aircraft are. It's only when we start adding in a lot of the third-party aircraft that may not be fully optimized yet, then we're going to have an issue, I think. What do you think of the A400? It looks awesome. It looks awesome. Do you know? Stutters, I didn't come across any stutters really in the tech alpha or in the preview I saw in Arizona whilst in this setting, flying the airplane. The only time I came across stutters was going through a menu or, you know, changing a view to outside. But flying in the aircraft, didn't see any stutters. Honestly, I didn't. We all nitpick too much, but we're all satisfied with 24 since the feel will be completely different. Maybe. The restriction on poly count is huge. I think so, Muse. It's huge, man. Huge. They also work on other engines too. Agent Jay-Z. Okay. Flying trits. Okay, sweet, man. Sweet. Look at lads. No matter what happens, it's going to be awesome. We'll make it awesome. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a headache getting all the settings up and running, but once we get our settings up and running, that's it, man. We're in. And for me, I pretty much, the only thing I need to kind of write down is all the sensitivity sliders that I have. But in terms of buttons, I know what every button does. So it's only a matter of just putting them back in. And I'll stream all of this. I only had about 2 hours in the 172 in real life, but definitely spotted a big improvement over this sim. So, my real world I've flown in many aircraft. My recorded official time on a PPL is whatever 5.5, 6 hours in a Cessna 172, right? And that's based on my local flight club's Cessna 172. What we have in the sim is very, very good with its handling. You put on something like the WB Sim mod, that's actually a little bit underpowered based on what I've flown in real life. It's slightly underpowered, but in terms of its handling, it's bang on. Bang on. More so than what I found in X-Plane. What? Telling you. Now, there's other aircraft on X-Plane that feel more as they should, right? But the 172, brilliant. Just brilliant. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, to me, the Cessna 172 is one of the best feeling Cessna 172s in any flight sim. But that's based on the aircraft I've flown in the real world, which is she an M or a T? But it's the one that's in my local flight club. Will do, Cyrus. I'll check it out. Most of my 44 hours in Robinson DR 400, and in the sim it's rubbish. Really? Yeah. Some aircraft I reckon are very good. Some are. Navigraph and Simbrief won't cope. They had issues for the A380, let alone a new sim. No, Navigraph I think are going to be good, lads. Keep your eye on Navigraph this week. I'm just saying, keep your eye on Navigraph this week. The Beaver by Got Friends, hope it's available. The Beaver. Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Is the M more advanced than the T? No, I think the T is more advanced. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is hearing all the complaints of people saying I'm not getting 50 FPS. I have to rebuild my computer so I can get 60. Oh yeah. Like it's don't go FPS hunting. That's a trap. It's a trap, right? Only go for smooth flying. Smooth flying. That's all you need. Forget your FPS. Park that. Smooth flying, right? Test Pilot just said Aviator Edition just fell into me shopping basket. They have a terrible habit of doing things like that. We all know you want flow in 24. I really want flow in flights in 2024. So do you mean the airflow over the surfaces it makes the aircraft reluctant to turn? Yeah, kinda, yeah. Pitch and yaw. It's how they're depicting the four forces on the aircraft. Lift, drag, push, and Jesus, that's going back to school. Lift, drag, push, wait. Yeah? Do I need to hide my wallet from Navi? No, I don't think so. Just keep your eye on it this week. That's all I'm saying. I can't say any more. Colonel Fork is in the house. Less buttons, more flyage. Couldn't agree with you more, dude. Look, don't get me wrong. We all kind of tinker with our sim, right? I mean, it's fun. It is fun. It's like, oh, I can get an extra 20 FPS here. Yes, I want to do that. Let's just go in and start making edits to the registry friggin' of Windows. But if enough is done, put it this way, lads. Think of other games. Now, a simulator, I know, but like, think of other games. Think of like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption or, you know, FIFA or Forza. Did you have to go into like registry editor and like, you know, NVIDIA control panel and all of these things to get those games to work? I didn't. Tom, welcome in. So in terms of optimization, number one rule for me for any flight sim, it's got to be stable. Features are awesome, but historically, when new features are being added, they tend to destabilize the sim. It's just, that's how it works, right? I want the thing to be super stable. Get it to do what it's supposed to do. And then when it comes to features, well then they're the things we can look at. You know what I mean? With Fifi, you went into therapy. Twirl, good to see you, man. My Red Dead Redemption will not work on my new PC. What? Murph, PMDG 777. I installed a thing from that place to remove the seats in the back. Smooth as a baby's bum. Nice, nice. I'm still amazed how far this has come. I remember what all we do is take off out of Chicago Midway and fly to the Sears Tower. Historic wings, yes, absolutely. Like even now, lads, as I fly towards this mountain, look at what we have right now. Our entire community has been formed because of what we're doing. We're getting to experience not the most realistic aviation, granted, because we're doing mad crew flights, but we've gotten to explore the planet, fly some really beautiful aircraft, have fun spending time with each other and seeing everyone else and what they're flying, right? I mean, that's incredible. It's incredible. And it's only getting better. It's only getting better. Is there going to be early access? No. Lift, drag, thrust, and weight. The forces of an aircraft. There you go. Z-Fox says, add things one at a time. If the sim lags or crashes, probably the last one added. Yes. My recommendation to anyone, when you install the sim, tweak everything only using the vanilla state of that sim. What I mean by that is, don't put any other third-party add-ons in there straight away. Don't do that. Get the sim running stable and, you know, optimize for your rig. Make sure it's working fine, and then start playing with adding in other bits and pieces, yeah? Can Xbox players join your flights? Of course they can, yes. You can go into VR in the sim and forget you're not in a real plane. Grumpy Old Studios, I couldn't agree more. Like, I have a motion rig almost set up, and that coupled with VR, you're in the aircraft. Man, you're in the plane. It's a motion sim. It'll throw you around the place. Well, it's a motion platform, or at least it's a G-force platform. Whatever the correct name is. It's from DOF Reality. It's a serious bit of kit. Serious. I'm just waiting on a chair. Just ordered extra memory for my PC. Just noticed the fly-by-wire uses a lot of RAM. Yeah. Can 2024 be installed on another drive other than the C drive? Yes, of course. Brian, that's done from the when you have the options to in your Microsoft app, your Microsoft Store app, you just give it a drop down of where you want it installed. I don't, well, not fully, Scott. No. I'm just super excited. I'm just super excited. So should 24 see a big improvement? I think so, yeah. I think so. I've scared the crap out of myself because my chair shifted and I thought I fell out of the plane. Will there be a way to have a common community folder? Johnny, I don't know why folks want to have a common community folder. Is it because you're worried about space? So if it's to do with space, my answer is, of course you can. Your community folder is only going to be used by one simulator at a time. Yes? Right. So in Flight Sim 2024, it's going to have its own community folder, right? So, for instance, if we were to go into, you know, this is my D drive, for example, right? And this is currently where I have my core sim, and then I have my own files. Stream only. And these are all the add-ons that I'm using in a stream. And I use something like Add-ons Linker to make all of this work. These are all the add-ons that I have active for this very stream, right? Because there are too many add-ons. I have another drive over here, And inside here, I can't even get into it. In here is where Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 lives. And in Flight Sim 2024, that's where you have your content, and that's where you're going to have, I think it's packages, assets, is it? There's something in there anyway. That's where your community folder is going to live. All you need to do, when you go to that community folder, just create a hard junction to where your core community folder is. And to do that, I don't mean create a shortcut. It's called a hard junction, or a symbolic link. A symbolic link, I think, is the correct one, right? And there's no reason why that won't work. Just use file manager like add-on linker. Yeah, you can use that. Any word in the B-17 for Flying Fortress? There's 2 of them, historic wings, would you believe it? 2 of them. I think add-on linker will work. If not, they'll do an update for add-on linker. I think. Add-on linker is a great bit of software. But Jesus, lads. There's a man on the horizon holding what looks to be a torch. Brilliant. But yeah, like on Wednesday, this Wednesday, we're bringing you this week's Flight Sim news. I've a couple of add-ons to show off, but I'm going to kind of delve into add-ons linker, creating a hard junction or a soft junction, a hard link or a soft link. I'll go into like other programs I use, like the DDU stuff. I'm going to show you what I use with CCleaner, which is an excellent bit of kit. General Windows settings, all that stuff. Being honest, 2020 will probably be uninstalled. If it is, it is. But like, I'm not going to uninstall 2020 because I think there's still a lot more aircraft only releasing on 2020 before they get into 2024. Which sounds nuts. Why are developers saying it's a 2020 only release? Or initially, we'll put it out in 2020. Like, when 2024 releases, just put it on 2024, man. I'm hopeful that Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is going to be the bee's knees. You won't need to have 2020 anymore. CCleaner can be very dangerous if not used with caution. I agree, Dougal. I agree. Energizer said, I spent hours a couple of weeks ago setting up add-ons linker. Best decision I've made in a while. It's awesome. Was today's scenery already in the download last week? It was, Johnny. Yeah, the whole lot's there. Are streamers getting it early to stream? No. 2020 on my Xbox was up to 300 gigs. That's why they want to push all this to the cloud. When the sim originally released, I think it was what? 120 gigs or something? It's now 2 terabytes. And that's just the default vanilla. Right? Do we need add-ons linker with 2024? I'm going to say yes. Having a mere Wi-Fi, gonna have to bail. That's okay, flying tonight. How often will we find 2020 after this month? I don't really know, Boeing. Like, we're going to be using a program called Join FS. If you don't know what it is, exclamation point Join FS, all one word. It is a online multiplayer connection, right? That if you have X-Plane and you're flying along an X-Plane and you turn on Join FS, and I'm in Microsoft Flight Sim and I turn on my Join FS, well, you'll appear on my screen, I'll appear on your screen. So we're going to be using Join FS to make sure that all our Flight Sim 2020 pilots will see us in 24 and vice versa. Join FS, we're going to be using it, right? But now, friends, we're about to approach the thing with the yoke, toward which we have flown for many minutes. We're about to approach the Colossus of Rhodes. And, well, friends, let's go check this one out. And marvel in the absolute amazing detail that came from Jeppesen 2001.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
The scale of this is absolutely freaking nuts, isn't it? Hang on a second. Why is that gone like that? Oh, Jesus. Straighten up there now. Oh, God. Straighten up there. That's a very strange angle. It's like something else, Batman. There we go. Jesus. Hang on a second. We need to fix all this. Yes. There we go. Yes. Something like that might do. Beautiful. So here we have the Colossus of Rhodes. Isn't it absolutely mad? And it didn't crash at all. That was great success. So look at the cut of this. Once again, Jepson has absolutely done it. Like, look at it, lads. It's absolutely staggering. He's just been attacked with a 415. What do we think? Isn't it very, very good? And like, he's not just done the Colossus. Look at all the scenery around the place. There goes Muse fan. Man, Muse, you legend! Like, he's done an entire harbour area here. Isn't this so cool? It's just stunning. And lads, this is free. All of these sceneries, all the 7 world wonders, or the ancient world wonders, these are all for free. So do be sure you grab them, right? About the height of Mrs. Liberty. It's about 2/3 the size, Ducks. Yeah, about 2/3 the size. Now, I've got a bit of custom scenery running here as well. That's probably why. Because, you know, I've like other boats in the marina. Isn't it mad? He's done such an incredible job, like, Jesus. And like, if you really wanted to be mad, I'm almost certain this is solid. Yeah, it is. So if anyone's mad enough, you can actually land in that. Right? I mean, you can try. There's a 415 trying to ramble in. So, as we were saying, you know, archaeologists reckon he didn't actually, you know, his legs didn't straddle the harbour, right? However, chances are it was over here somewhere up on the hill. There is the, you know, the fort of St. Nicholas. They think that was the original site. But there's no proof. That's the thing, right? But certainly, if you look at kind of, you know, the medieval depictions of it, or any of the works of art that included it, you know, let's have a look. So the Colossus of Rhodes. I mean, it was either this, right, standing on the one plinth, or you have this sort of jazz here. Which is mad. You had this one from the 16th century. He's got his bow and arrow and all that jazz there as well. I can barely make a snake out of mala, right? They're the coins, so they reckon that's fairly accurate of the face of Helios. And a rose on the back. The old harbour entrance as it is today. They reckon the Colossus stood over here, I think it was. Yeah, the Fortress of St. Nicholas. That's where they reckon the Colossus once stood. But there's nothing left of it now. At all. Hey, G Slayer, good to see you. Like, there's nothing left of it at all. And then they reckon the stone foundation partially reconstructed temple ruins of the apex of the Acropolis at Rhodes. There's recent discoveries that, what's her name? The Guardian reported that a modern Colossus was to be built. Oh, hang on. This is here. Possible locations. Archaeologist Ursula Vedder postulates that the Colossus was not located in the harbour area at all, but rather it was up by the Acropolis of Rhodes, which stood on a hill that overlooks the port. The ruins of a large temple, traditionally thought to have been dedicated to Apollo, are situated at the highest point of the hill. Peter believes that the structure would have actually been a Helios sanctuary, and a portion of its enormous stone foundation could have served as supporting the platform of the Colossus. Oh, that's right. Now, wait to hear this. Modern Colossus projects. In 2008, The Guardian reported that a modern Colossus was to be built at the harbour entrance by the German artist Jeff Hoff, leading a Cologne-based team. It was to be a giant light sculpture made partially out of melted down weapons from around the world, and it would cost up to $200 million, or euro. Then, in December 2015, a group of European architects announced plans to build a modern Colossus bestriding two piers of the harbour entrance, despite the preponderance of evidence and scholarly opinion that the original monument could not have stood there, the new statue, measuring 490 feet tall, 5 times the height of the original, would cost about $283 million US dollars, funded by private donations and crowdsourcing. The statue would include a cultural centre, a library, an exhibition hall, and a lighthouse, all powered by Greta-friendly solar panels. No such plans are carried out, however, and the website for the project went offline. I think the people of Rhodes should build a new Colossus. I think that'd be so cool. But what I absolutely love here is Jeppesen has been able to give us some sort of idea of what maybe it could have been like. What it could have been like back then. Isn't it mad, lads? The Colossus of Rhodes, like, I mean, it's just... Isn't it iconic? Think about it. It stood for 50 odd years and then it was gone. And here we are today, 2,000 years later, talking about it. Nuts. Hasn't he done a great job modelling it though? This version was a lot cheaper. Yeah. But isn't it cool? Like, we can mix history with aviation. Like, I love this, man. This is awesome. Like, imagine being from Rhodes and this is, you know, the whole city's claim to fame. And like, when we think about statues today, I mean, straight away we're thinking about the Statue of Liberty, right? Jeppesen built all this for free, lads. Like, that's the staggering thing here. Freeware. Look at the chopper, yeah. Got an F-35 hovering up there, look. I think he's done an exceptional job, and being able to explore and learn about these 7 ancient world wonders, like, it's do you know what I mean? We'd be fierce handy in like a pub quiz or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, to make the thing utterly dramatic, which we can do, right? I mean, this sort of jazz. It's just mad. The hands are based on my own. That's right, yeah, the hands are based on my own. I think it's cool looking. It's mad that they could build this. Yeah. But here we all are together exploring it. Like, that's what I love, man. That's awesome. Jesus. Just planes going down all over the job. And imagine what these lads would have thought back then. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if we all showed up. They'd be like, what the deuce is this? You know what I mean? Absolutely crazy. So, as I said, this one being the end of our Monday night series for this one, well, we'll play a bit of tunage on this one, maybe. We have something nice here we can play. Did I play that one? We'll do this one anyway. Yes, that works. That absolutely works. Lads, can we get the Jeppesen emote and spam the bejesus out of it into the chat? It's just cool, isn't it? Ah, Jesus. It's absolutely cool, isn't it? Right, where were we? We're over here, look, and we're about that time. And we'll jump back to our little airplane. There we are.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Get our multiplayer back into action. There we go. I'm waiting for everyone to load back in again. It's so cool. Don't crash into it, Murph. Jesus. Unbelievable dedication. It's awesome, isn't it? He's done great work. He really has. It's so good. It really is. Right, lads. Let us head to our final resting place for this evening. It's not far. It's only 7 miles down the coast here. I think it'd be great. Imagine if they did actually like rebuild the thing. You know what I mean? I think that'd be awesome. Ah, nice ep. I'm absolutely delighted you enjoyed it. Delighted. I love the historic stuff. I mean, this, you know, I love this stuff. And the ancient world wonders, like, that's a real challenge because, like, there is nothing there. We the pyramids, that's all that's left, right? And, you know, getting a chance to explore them in the sim. Right? I mean, who'd have thought, right? This is a flight simulator. Crazy. We're getting an outer marker already. That's a good sign. Little trader, thank you very much indeed for the bits. 12 hours till farming sim. Jesus. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to rebuild the legend. Yeah, like, I mean, there are places around the world that they have kind of mock build-ups of all these things. Different theme parks and stuff have them. Yeah, it's nuts, right? Nuts. But as far as our Monday night series go, this was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed this one. Flying in some stunning locations. Anywhere around the Med is going to be beautiful. The Aegean Sea, all that neck of the woods. It's gorgeous. So we shall ramble in here for a full stop. Easy, does it? It went too quick. 7 weeks, lads. What a way to end the... What a way to end the one of the final chapters of Flights in 2020. Yeah. Decathlon does ILS approaches. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Warhamster.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Oh, I'd probably be better off not being built. It wouldn't be as magical as it was taken from the original. I don't know. PH Roy, you take care, man. I don't know. I'd love to see it. I mean, to get an idea in, you know, if we could see it, I think it'd look awesome. Like, how there hasn't been, like, the 7 Wonders of the Ancient World theme park, or, like, you know, a casino, even in Vegas, you know? Right, we'll ramble on in. Easy, does it? Into Rhodes International Airport, or Rhodes International Airport. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this series. I've learned so much. I mean, getting to do, you know, the write-up. Mrs. Judon helped me out with the notes. She'd find me all the facts. It's been super fun learning about the stuff. Like, we've often heard the word Colossus in, like, even in today's day. Like, it's a Colossus. You know what I mean? We do have the Luxor. Yeah, that's what I mean, like. Could Jefferson do a scenery of Murph without the missing hair? Yeah, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, sounds, Jerry. Brilliant. Thanks, everyone. Here's to the 2024 release. Jefferson, the absolute ledge. Middle marker. The better way of maybe having an AR rendition. Sorry, Murph, the inspiration just struck me. I missed a lot of this tour, but the bits I've seen were epic. Not at all, Amy. Jepson did a great job. He really, really did. And thanks to Jepson, we got to explore it. I mean, or we got to experience it, right? Easy now. Easy. Hold the nose. Lead the speed. There we go. 84, we'll take every bit of that. There we go. All right. Nicely done, Wombat. We'll hang a left here, mate. And then a hard left and spin a Rooney. All right. I love the way you guys do this at the end of a flight. It's awesome. What a great machine. Big shout out to Hangar Studio 713 for creating the Super Decathlon. It's super duper, isn't it? It's awesome. So we got everyone parked up here. Sir Scott and the Yonkers. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. So yeah, it's been a bit of a wide ride, this one, hasn't it? I mean, Jesus, when you think about it, right? So, let's go back in time, right? So we started this series, on the 30th of September. And we started off with the statue of Zeus at Olympia, and we flew the Cessna Grand Caravan, right? And it was amazing. The second flight we did, we flew the Canada Air CL415 over to the mausoleum of Halicarnassus. The third flight we did, which was on the 14th of October, we headed out to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia. We took the brand new FS Reborn TL3000 as we explored the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. On Monday, the 21st of October, we took the PA-30 Twin Comanche and we explored the pyramids, the Great Pyramids, right? On Monday, the 28th, we took the CH-47D and we visited the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. Then on the 4th of November, we took the Twin Otter as we explored the Lighthouse of Alexandria. And tonight then, part 7, the Colossus of Rhodes, and this was with the Super Decathlon. Some really, really great aircraft, beautifully made, and the scenery here, lads, was just incredible. And all of this wouldn't have been possible. I mean, look at everyone lined up there. It's you guys that make the thing work. You know what I mean? It's you guys flying along, sharing your time, your stories, having the crack. That's what makes all of this work. And it's incredible. It really, really is. Like 2020, we saw so many Monday night adventures. We'll get a little bit nostalgic. We have a bit, or we don't, we're late, but sure, listen, we'll play one or two things here for the minute. We kind of have to for the crack. Because there's all different previews that we used to do, isn't there? Let's have a look here now. So I'll go back to the oldest. And we'll play a couple of videos here as we roll out the credits, right? So Monday night series, that's what I'm after. They were little like they were little previews of all the different adventures that we did on our Monday night adventures, right? Now, can I show these the other way? No. Let's see here. Yeah, so here's one of them, right? This is our first Monday night adventure, right? So my thanks to everyone for joining in, for sharing your time, for exploring the ancient world wonders with us. This kind of wraps up our Flight Sim 2020 Monday night adventures. There's so many more on the way. Like, there's so many more on the way. And we're going to explore and exploit all the new features of Flight Sim 2024. We know what we've done already. It gets better from here. Like, there's more of it from here. So exciting. So exciting. So, yeah. Awesome stuff. I'll play a couple of these videos out. My thanks to everyone who joined us, all the raiders who come in with Chewy and with Empire kicking, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. I hope you stuck around. I hope you found this pretty cool. To everyone here in the chat on YouTube, thank you for all the likes and all the subscribes. Everyone here on Twitch for all the subs and all the follows. Guys, thank you so very, very much indeed. Huge help from our mods team with Gibbo, Muse and Old Veteran helping us along. And for everyone here, lads, it's been a great ride. So more to come, lots more to come. So yeah, I'll play out here now with some trailers of like some of the Monday night adventures we've done, right? So stay tuned. I'd like to read some of the comments, see what you guys think of them as well, right? It'll be fun. The noise of that thing. Right, I'll do one of these. We'll do one of these. And then we're going to do one of these. Are you ready now? This is going to be painful. But it's going to be brilliant. But it's going to be painful. We'll see you soon. We're back on Wednesday, 2000 Zulu. Until then, well, Jesus. The Two-Tone Murphy Vietnam Special, Part 4. The grand finale takes us from Hanoi to Halong Bay. We got a choice of two different aircraft, the Icon A5, the L-19 Bird Dog from Black Box Simulations. We're gonna have a race. The scenery before you, very kindly made by Jepson 2001. So the plan. Once we land at Two-Tone Murphy Airfield, we jump into our water planes and it's a race by taxi. You're not allowed to get airborne, it's taxi only as we try and get to the bar. So tune in Monday 23rd, 8 p.m. Zulu time. We'll be on YouTube and on Twitch. Looking forward to this one. We'll see you there. Jesus, I sound like Pat Kenny in that, don't I? Hang on, there's more. Where's this one now? That's very loud. Right, shh. Yeah, the editing is going to be crap here. Right, where's the next one to do? Hang on. I'm still here in the background now, so don't do anything. Oh, do you remember we did this one? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, hang on. That's not right. This is right. 2020, lads. Lads, I have a plan for tonight. Hey everybody, you're very welcome along to this preview video. Tonight on the stream, we're going to tackle Route 66 right here on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Bring a packed lunch. This is a big one. Reckon the stream is going to take somewhere between 10 or 11 hours. We got to do it in under 12 hours, otherwise Mrs. Two-Tone, she'd be livid. So, our plan, we're going to be utilising 10 different aircraft. We have 10 different stops. It's going to take us somewhere in the region of hopefully 10 to 11 hours. We're going to be starting off in Chicago, making our way down to Los Angeles. We'll try and pick up as much history as we can along the way. You guys are always welcome to join in with the flying circus. Just be sure not to use any airliners, no custom liveries, and no aircraft from outside the official marketplace. Those were the days! Those were the days! So our plan is simple. Wear comfortable clothing,
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty,
get a
snoozy,
nice
snooze.
spot on the couch, a brew of your choice, and let's see if we don't break the internet.
We're going to kick things off at the earlier time of 7 p.m. That's 1900 hours Irish time, right here on YouTube and over on Twitch. I'll see you guys then.
Wait, there's more. Hang on a second. Jesus, do you remember these though? Do you remember these? Wait now, wait. Oh Jesus. Do you remember these ones? Oh yeah, Gibbo loved these. Hang on, we'll do one of these, look. Yes. Hello. Hey everybody, and welcome to this preview video. Starting on Monday, January 24th, we follow in the footsteps of Hannibal and the Carthaginian army, going back to the time of the Second Punic War. We'll start off in Cartagena, make our way up by the Pyrenees, eventually over the Alps, and we venture down towards the Roman Republic. Scenery is going to be off the chart here, so there will be plenty of screenshots. It's going to take us about 9 weeks. We're going to stick to general aviation aircraft and multiplayer all the way. Really looking forward to this one. Get your screenshots ready. Prepare to learn something. Mrs. Two-Tone, she's going to be flat out with the history. Anyway, I'll see you on the 24th as we start our next Monday night adventure. Do you remember that one? Do you remember the sacred chickens? Hang on a second, there's more. Or? Yeah, where is the other one now? Hang on, I need to find it now. Where is it? Right, wish now for a second. Hang on. Shh. Is this it? Oh, do you remember this one, lads? That was mad, wasn't it? That was a good one now. That was very, very good. Where's the other one we did? Didn't we do one in we did something. Hang on a second now. Where is this now, lads? I'll play a few more and then that'll be it. The Natural World Wonders. That was savage. I remember doing that. That was absolutely savage. Check out this one. That was only brilliant crack. Your man's name is Ginger. Ginger's back. That's right, friends. We'll go over here now. But remember this one? Ah, Jesus. Jesus, do you remember that? That's when the Vulcan first came out. Right, I'll do like one more, I'd say. Shh. What was this one now? That was the coffee adventure. Hang on. Hello. Hey everybody, welcome to this preview video. Starting on November 22nd, Monday, 2000 Zulu time, we shall explore the Northwest Passage, taking the DC-6 in a very fancy Buffalo Airways livery. We'll start off from Halifax, make our way to St. John's, Goose Bay, all the way up to Resolute. On the way back, we'll see Delaney, Yellowknife, Hay River, Stewart, Port Hardy, and then finally we arrive at Victoria International Airport out by Vancouver. 9 weeks, some 5,000 miles we're going to travel. Get your screenshots ready, and beverages, and learn about Canada, eh? I'll see you Monday, 2000 Zulu time, over on twitch.tv/Two-Tone Murphy. I can't wait! I keep forgetting these. These were so much fun. Jesus. Right now, we'll do one more and then I'm going to bed because like it's getting late, right? Let's see. We play that one. Let's have a look. That wasn't bad either. There's been so many, lads, hasn't there? Like it's been ridiculous. What was the one that we did for? Was it the Middle East? Was it? Hang on there now. Didn't we do one for the Middle East? I really like that one. Let's see. Videos. Oldest, right? Jesus, they're proper old. Hang on, we'll find it over here. Let's see here now. No, that was that one. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one, lads. Hang on, we'll play this one. Do you remember we did this one? This is also in one sitting as well. Mother of Jesus. Hello. On Wednesday, December 30th, at 1800 Zulu time, we shall embark upon a new adventure. Starting off in Turkey, we're going to make our way down through Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and then finally Syria, as we have a look at our Middle East tour. We have 9 different airports. It'll take around 9 hours, famous last words, and we'll travel some 960 nautical miles. We shall be kicking things off on the North Europe server. Just be sure not to use any custom liveries, no custom aircraft, and no airliners for this one. GA all the way. So, as before, find a comfortable spot on the couch, clear your schedule, an energy drink of choice or tasty beverage. And I will see you on the ground in Istanbul. Haven't we covered some serious mileage though? It's been ridiculous. And we're only getting started. Nuts, right? God almighty, lads. Tomorrow week, a brand new sim. we get to do, well, that, plus a whole lot more. It's going to be exciting, right? Right, that's it. I'm going to lie down now. Enjoy the rest of, well, today and tomorrow, and we'll see you on Wednesday. We'll catch up with the news, and then we're going to be doing all, stuff for getting our for getting our PCs ready for Flight Sim 2024. And if you have any ideas, maybe there's some software that you guys use, well, let me know over on Discord, !Discord, and we'll have an old chat about it. Maybe there's stuff that you're using software-wise that enhances, the Windows settings, or, maybe you have some stuff in your Stream Deck profiles, something that's going to make next Tuesday, a little bit easier, knowing that everything on our side is ready to rock. Right? We'll find out. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Fancy pedals.
Fancy pedals.
No. This is.
Steady.
Listen. It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane. Oh, power off. Bit of right rudder.
Easy.
Bleed that speed.
Oh, he's down.
Oh, look at that! I gotta brake now. Brake. Oh, wait. Where's your button? Here you are.
It's a fake.
Oh! In a hurricane.
He put it onto easy mode.
I mean, look at that for the view, look. Imagine looking out the window and seeing that. Jesus, though. You know what I mean? It's absolutely class looking. Hang on a second.